What up? What up? It's your boy Woody, guys. Today we have a mantras of monsters, and we got some pretty easy topics today. We got the nation duel, the antiques, dual dominance, and that tiffa top up. Guys, I want to start off with that tiffa top up because I don't know how I feel about that thing. Like you spend and you get where is the damn thing? You spend a little and you get like shitty rewards. I don't know what to say. How do you guys feel about that tiffa top up?
It expired, so that's why you're not seeing it. I
Okay.
think it was like 200. I think it was like $250 would get you there, and it was a bunch of free stuff. I mean, if you were going to spend 250 anyways, it's completely free.
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like a balance thing. Maybe are they trying to give people free stuff to? Everybody's always calling to like devalue the old stuff so that people can catch up. It felt like it might be that, but I don't know. What do you think?
I've been saying this for a while. I think the whole catch up thing is something that is going on in the game right now. Like when you see all this uranium out there, and then now you're seeing a whole bunch of Titan stuff and plane stuff and officer stuff. Regardless, you got those whales that are going to max it out no matter what. Like that's something that you can't escape. It's going to happen no matter what. But it allows those people, like you said, to catch up a little bit faster than before. Now they're not going to just be like, here, if you buy this, you're going to max out your Titans with this 1 week. That's irrelevant, but it definitely will help you get there faster.
I think it was like $80 a day, which isn't crazy. It lets people spread it out over some frags. I mean, I understand that some people don't spend that much money all month. I get it. But I'm saying for kind of mid spenders, uh, it felt like it might be close to free to them. They might have to lean into it a little. And for someone like me or Lead God, it doesn't, and you too, Woody, it probably didn't help you at all, right? Some Titan stuff is not bringing you any farther up.
No, 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 not at all. The only thing I have left is the meat, for the Titan wise, and I'm just letting that fucking. I'm close. There's no reason for me to buy anything for my meat. Like literally, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like 3/4 away there for the last level. I can slow walk the rest of that for what the 4 million extra HP and a 332,000 attack. I can slow walk that. It's not that big for
Yeah,
me.
of course.
But for those
For
players
sure.
that are, but for those players, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say some of the guys on the team said that they got like maybe 300, 400 zombies in their fleet extra just off of that stuff from the Titan. Was it the Titan equipment or Titan alloy? So I mean, it felt like a reasonable upgrade.
Yeah, 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 definitely, definitely. I didn't pay too much attention to that, honestly. I got what I got, and I just, how it is. You just collect it, and not even really paying attention to what it is, because it's just something you collect, like how I just did there. But yeah, I've heard from not only you, but from other people as well, saying that it's not that bad. And it's not like you're getting like a 5 minute speed. You're actually getting stuff that you need that can cost like from what you get from what you spend on that little Tifa thing, and then you go into the store and you try to spend to get that exact same much. I mean, you're gonna try triple as much in the store than you would from that Tifa.
Yeah, did 858 or 1038? Did any of you guys recommend anything, or did you even notice it?
I noticed it. It was nice to get some free stuff just for spending. It was. I thought it would have been nice if there had been some officers in there, but it wasn't. The prizes weren't bad. I mean, you got it in addition to whatever you spent, so that was nice. But I didn't
Yeah,
go crazy on it.
I I will say that I'm happy that all
Yeah,
this
so
new shit.
next month.
I will say all this new stuff that's coming out, that has been coming out, at least gold's coming with it. I'll say that's a plus.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, did you buy your dog upgrades, Woody?
I
You
did
getting your
not.
dog city skin up?
I did not, and I'm not, dude. I am not.
Smart man.
So what I'm working on right now is, let's see, if we go into here, this thing. I'm trying to get the LGBT peacock, whatever you want to call it, because I literally have. I got 4 of those crack rocks, and then once I get that last crack rock, I'll push the dice to 1,000.
Yeah, there's so much going on now. I guess I don't even remember when I noticed the top up thing, but I thought it made sense for anybody that was going to spend that money this week, anyways. Maybe push it forward a little. And there's so much to spend on with, like, I know we'll talk about the antiques in a bit, but there's still officer equipment, warplane equipment that I'm sure most people need. But there are so many events now. I feel like people don't even notice that some of these events are good. Like the Nation Duel event, whether you like the event or not, you should be playing it for the merit, right?
Yeah, the merit's good. Merit's definitely good.
Yeah, the merit and the daily prizes are amazing. You can spend not a single dime in that event and get all kinds of stuff. And we just
Yep.
couldn't get our alliance, to fully participate. We're like, why are you guys leaving free stuff on the table? You don't have to spend anything. Spend 5 minutes, set a fleet, attack the robot, and you're done. You get free stuff.
Well,
Didn't make sense.
I think
120 merit.
that might be the whole thing that people are having issues with. Is that, and you said it, why are you being lazy? They're just not doing it. We like as humans, guys. We're let's be real. We're lazy. If we can make anything in our life easier, we'll do it 100%. We will.
Yeah, but
And
some of this stuff is sleeper.
Yeah.
And Hokage, you got to speak, or Hokage, you got to speak up because I know you tried to twice already.
yeah,
But some of this stuff is it looks like another lame event, and so people don't care at all. That mobilization event, I don't even like to think of it as an event, but you can get merit in that event every day too. And most people don't even want to look at it because it doesn't feel like a real event, or I don't even know if it's an event. Whatever you want to call it, you can still get merit every day.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
have you noticed this duel thing is back to back? So we just finished one round and another one just started today.
I did. I did notice
That's right.
that. I did notice it. And you know what
It's
else?
actually the finals. It's so we had the 5 rounds and then a day off, and now it's the finals. So whoever made the top 100 or whatever, they're in the finals.
These.
So I saw something like points matter more than actually the win, or I mean, I honestly don't even know how the event works, but it's like you said, Lit, just go in there and put a fleet and attack, and whatever happens, it's free.
It's the
Yeah.
number of victories on your nation against the other nation. If the other nation has more victories overall, they win.
Yeah.
Regardless of if your top players win all the battles, it doesn't matter. It's the whole nation. It's not even the whole alliance, is the entire nation.
Yep.
So in other words, participation matters.
Oh, 100%
Yes.
of the nation. That's
Yes.
that's the thing of the nation.
This is like the dual arena, but instead of being individuals, is the whole nation, is nation versus nation.
I actually liked this because I was watching it and it was showing how far you can get. But I think after you use your buff, like the third time, like the third try, I don't see going any further in that in points wise until the next day. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I
Oh,
only buy the cheapest packs, and I think you can play it for free, to be honest.
Yeah, you can play for free.
yeah. I totally played it for free, and if you do all the different little tasks and stuff, they give you stuff to boost up.
Yes.
I think I spent $23 on it just to see what some of the stuff does, and that was enough for me. But you can get pretty far on $23. I mean, I think my score right now is like 70K.
Yeah, probably.
68,486, and I'm a mild C36, so the boosts are pretty good.
I mean, there's not even necessarily a reason to spend a lot of money on it if it's just like, say right now we were fighting 693. Treehouse has some ridiculous stats. I don't even know what it is, but it's like 6,000 melee and 6,000 attack or something crazy. But that's only one battle, right? Like we fought them. He definitely beat who was at our top, who's spending more than me. Because like I said, I'm really not spending. And then I was actually third. So Ronaldo played somebody else in our nation. And then below that, the wins were kind of skewed towards 785. We'll put it that way.
What the fuck is going on here? Don't laugh at my
That's the
formation.
tricky part.
True
Yeah.
formation sync. What?
Oh, and there's another good thing to tell people too. We sat around today doing troop formations for fun.
Yeah.
I was live streaming it to our Discord, and I was just doing like all kinds of crazy stuff. I tried like completely balanced every troop type. The fleet that I ended up the best with, I had 10 times as many armored soldiers as I usually have, 10 times as many axes as I usually have, half the number of tanks that I usually have. And then the back row kind of stayed the same. And the reason that it seemed to work better was because you keep getting rains and you can get completely surrounded by a bunch of players. And so if you send weaker troops, but more of them, and you have enough buffs against people who aren't spending, then you seem to get better results. But the caveat I would put on that is like, if you think this fleet is meaningful for any other event, you're going to have a bad time. I mean, I wouldn't recommend using it anywhere else.
Right. I agree with you. I agree with
Where
you on that one.
where was that screen, Woody? I'm not seeing that in mine.
Hold
Back
on.
up one.
Hold on.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's see. True formation.
Yeah, I don't have
Sync.
that.
What the fuck? It's not allowing me to send. Wait, turn initiative the
Oh,
effects.
just X out of it now.
All right.
Now go down to free. Nope, back. Go back to it. It's where it says opponent.
Free
Click on that.
challenge.
Free challenge. Keep going. Set out because you already adjusted your troops.
So now I just hit free challenge.
Yep.
I just
Hit free challenge and then keep going and then set out because you adjusted the troops
Here we
already.
go. Ah, there it is. There
And
it is.
then, yep, there you go.
I liked where it did to where you can actually watch, but I kind of judge like at what point, how far do I have to be ahead before the reinforcement comes in to where it starts to really do damage to you. And I love this whole my troop thing right here, so you can kind of watch and see how many troops are dying. That will
Yep.
kind of give you a good heads up where your strength is. But I want to say, dude, this is overpowering. Like, have you seen some of these stats that came out? I have seen like 7,500 attack and fucking HP. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
7,500.
it's crazy.
Like, obviously, those are the people that are super spending. But I am noticing it's always the same names and reinforcements, though.
Yeah,
If it's the way that you guys are saying, it doesn't make sense to do all that spending. I mean, that 7,500 is going to look fun against these, whatever it is, 20 opponents. But then you just fight one city in the end, and it just counts for one win. That
Yeah,
doesn't really help the nation overall.
that is true. All right, I'm at 13. It's starting to get a little harder now. 14. Oof. Yeah, I don't see now. I'm dying. Ouch. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, that's probably the end of Woody. 16 people. I
that's a
want.
pretty good score
That's a
though.
great. Yeah.
133,000 is pretty good.
Is it?
Now there you go. Now go. Yeah, do that. Do it again.
Well, I got fused.
It is a weird event, though. Just
It
like
is. It
throwing
is.
all the alliances together.
You definitely have to think about what you're doing. And I think that's all as far as I'm going to go on that one because I'm not.
Hit fuse one more time.
Uh,
Oh, collect all that. You'll be able to, if you collect all that, you might have some more fortifications.
yeah, maybe.
No.
Hold on. Yeah, there's none.
Yeah, that's it.
That is all she wrote. And let's see how far I can go with this one now.
So did you like post in NC, hey everybody, let's do this, or did you post to the alliance, or were you just like whatever happens?
Whatever happens. I can't see myself telling my nation to spend on something like that. On this, like
Oh no no
if
no
it
no no,
doesn't.
not spending. I just meant free.
Oh, I'm sure they're doing it. Yeah, the rewards are pretty good on this. So I'm pretty sure that especially the free to play players are seeing this, the rewards there, and they're probably like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, we're on this.
Yeah, we encouraged everyone in 858. Hey, go play this. It doesn't cost you anything. There's all kinds of good rewards, free merit. Don't spend anything. Just go play. It'll take you 5 minutes.
I'm at 9. I've only lost 30. Okay, 40,000 troops. Okay, now there it goes. Now it's going down pretty fast. This
What'd you
is
have
fun.
last time? 15?
I don't. I think it was more. I think it was 16.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Last time was 16 waves.
But I think that's exactly where I'm going to be now as well. Because I mean, I didn't increase a lot.
What was your last score? 123 or 168 or
123.
no, 123?
Yeah, so I'm going downhill right now. You can see my troops are dying fast. Really
Your
fast.
Titans are gone.
Yeah, they're gone. They're done.
15.
You got zombies and cannons.
Come on, hold it. 16. Give me the 17. Give me the 17. Oh, wait. Oh, did I get? Is that the 17? Did I get the 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
so
Yes,
143.
you did. So 20,000 more.
That ain't bad. That was $20. Is all I put in. Is $20 today.
And you went 20k out.
Yeah. You ain't about us to saying this nation duel thing. Just treat it like an elite zombie challenge. Set your fleet up. Go get your rewards and tell Camel to, yeah, when you're not spending. I can't say that, but yeah. Oh, I'm so close. So close. But this is finals. So this would be what, the last day, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but no, there's two more. Two more. There's today and tomorrow.
Okay.
So if you see where it says elite enemy, click on that little gold envelope. That's who you're facing tonight. Down. There you go.
Yeah, 588.
So you can look at what their details were from yesterday.
Pretty strong. Well, see, I don't know where I'm at, so I think I need to figure out where I'm at. I think I can go into reports.
You have to go back into the game to look at it.
Even through here, events. Yeah, right here.
So that's your fight from yesterday. But you
Okay.
want to know what
Yeah, let's
you
see
want to know what you are today.
Well, this is where I
So
was
that's what you
yesterday.
were yesterday. Yeah.
Remember me saying that the people's stats are going to be above 3,000 soon? And everyone's like, no
Yeah.
fucking way. I mean, regardless, this is just this event, don't get me wrong, but I still think the stats are going to be knocking on 3,000 even without this. Has anyone got to level 10 yet? To actually be able to get the skin for the recruit, the actual troops. I know we're getting close to where someone's got to at least getting to level 10. All right, we'll go back in here and then let's see, ranking 4 to 5. Yeah, oh wait, here. Just gotta find it. Well,
That was yesterday.
so it's not gonna show me today's then. Not till tomorrow.
It should. Click on war. Click on war order.
No, go in, click on opponent, just like you were about to go in and do another battle.
All right.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Opponent.
And then on the
Right
right
there.
side, yeah, that.
That's it. There, that'll show you.
All right. So doesn't show
Oh,
me
actually,
my
you know what?
stats
It
though.
doesn't show you everything, does it?
No, it doesn't show the stats. But
Womp womp.
I did kill 6.4 mil troops. Yeah, too bad it doesn't show. That'd be pretty
So
cool
you're
if it
trying to look at your stats, Woody?
Yeah, for like the ones I just upgraded right now. Not from yesterday.
So go back to the screen. Go down to that opponent deal in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Shoot over to the helmet to the left, bottom left. Go to adjust. All right, well, right there at the top where it says, my bad, go back out. At the top where it says stats. Right there. Click that.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
scroll down. And that's all your stuff.
Okay, so that's where I'm at today. I mean, that's not bad, but man, some of these guys that are, I've seen like 7,500. That's
4,500.
yeah. Well, look at my mid range. My mid range is just almost as good as my freaking long range. So I'm wondering if I start getting more mid range stats, if my mid range stats start getting better than my long range, would it be better for me to just switch over to mid range and just into this, event? To mid-range troops if I'm getting better stats for mid-range. I think that's something we all need to pay attention to is where our stats are at because 3,500 to 4 that's only 1,000 away and my mid-range attack was not near that compared to my long-range attack before we even started this.
Don't forget that this also depends on the buffs you got for
That's
the
what I'm talking.
fortify thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So in reality, you might not have that much of a difference.
Right. What if I adjust the fleet? Okay, so 6,000 there. What if I put 30,000 tanks? And
The good thing is every time you go in challenge, it's just going to take your best score, so you can spend as much gold as you want challenging, but
right.
you're not going to go backwards. You'll just get better.
Yeah.
I want to try this. And you guys might laugh, but I just want to see if I have these even, if it makes any difference.
Did you max your zombies out? They let you
Yeah.
have like
Yeah.
50k zombies.
Oh wow, they even give me more. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, see? There you go.
All right, let's troop synced. Now I gotta go back in here. Challenge. Keep going. Let's try it.
Yep.
I'm wondering if those 40,000 mid-range troops. I know it's not gonna make too big of a difference, but I'm wondering if they're gonna start ripping through being its mid-range. I'm getting further. Wow. You guys seen that, right? I was getting real far.
Yeah.
Ooh. You're not that
So
mid.
I'm not mid range at all. But
You're mine.
what I tossed in, like I think it was 7,500 or 10,000 rocket men, and I got like 2 more reinforcements out just by putting rocket men in there.
Really?
Yeah.
What happens if you what happens if you beat them before the reinforcements come in? Like right there, right? Oh, so close. What if you beat them? I don't know, man. I'm fucking ripping through
So,
these guys.
so
But
this
look,
is what we were doing today
your
on.
titans in plane are lasting way longer
Yeah, they are.
than in previous rounds.
Yeah, my female's about
These
to
are
drop. Oh,
these
oh,
are the
cool.
these are all the things that we were doing today on video, and like that's what I said. It doesn't always make sense what changes what. So you would have to like do another one with some havocs in there too, and then do another one with more front. I mean, you can definitely get a lot more score, but is it really worth it? I mean,
Right.
it is if you want to have some fun, but I don't know if you're going to learn anything.
I think this will. If you notice a switch, oh, I might get to 18. If you notice a switch, I think this might. I got to 18. This might help with like
18.
trying to learn troop formation. You know what I mean? I might get to
Yeah,
19.
but your stats are ridiculous. So
I got
it
to
helps you with
fucking
troop
19.
formation when you have.
I got to 19. Holy shit! And that was just an
Awesome, man.
adjustment. That was just an adjustment. I didn't actually change anything. Oh, the zombies, the zombies, the zombies.
Yeah, you added a bunch of zombies.
So I almost hit 200 on that one.
I guess there's two different things here. This is definitely fun. Like I said, we were screwing around with it for like an hour, but I wouldn't recommend the average player or even a mid spender throw away gold on this stuff. Everybody get
Yeah.
on Woody's live and watch him do it. That's the only way to do it and save money.
Right? I mean, it's true. Watch,
Watch Woody do it.
watch Woody spend his money. That was pretty cool. I mean, so 194. What's been the top that people's hit? Have people actually hit like a million already?
I think the highest I saw was 599.
What the fuck? That's insane, man.
Yeah.
What did that guy Major have earlier, Holbrook? Like 450,000, something like that
Yeah, it was around there.
last round?
Oh my
Somebody was saying
Yeah.
god.
Treehouse beat everyone.
Treehouse, huh?
Somebody said Treehouse beat every reinforcement.
I don't even want to know how much he spent.
Oh.
I mean, but I think that kind of goes back to whales are going to spend no matter what. So like, just accept it, and have fun. Just like you said, if you're not a big spender, just do it for free. Get the rewards and walk away from it. Like just by looking at the things that I have, you can tell I have not spent that much. I mean, maybe like $100 so far, but I'm having fun. Hay, on the other hand, he's been
Woody,
spending.
look at the chat on the right hand side. Look at the disparity in points. It's wild. I'm definitely wrong about Treehouse. Look at the top guy compared to Treehouse.
Jesus Christ. 2.9. This guy's going ham. This guy's going ham. This guy's going ham. Dave Coco. Man,
I
imagine
mean, I
if you
want to
can
kill
keep
everything
those.
too. That seems like a good time, but I don't know if it's worth the money. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, imagine if I lost train of thought already. Lost train of thought. Imagine if like Ronaldo went ham on this. Like this is just like the bracket that you're in. I can only imagine what like Ronaldo's doing, Mental's doing, Ligad's. I don't even know. Wait a minute, is that a gold troop already? Did Major from 737? He's got the gold troop already. You
Well,
see
that's
that?
just his avatar, but maybe you're probably right.
Yeah, so that means someone got to level 10. That means if that truly is what it is, um, then that's what the gold true. Now I want to see if it's in the actual formation, like not the formation, but like the actual live gameplay. If it's gold, if it changes anything, or how
No,
it walks.
no, I clicked on it, Woody. That is a AI version
Oh,
of the officer major that he made gold.
okay.
Here, I'm putting it in the chat right now.
I don't
Yeah,
think anyone can be at 10 yet. I'm not max spending on it, so I can't say yes or no, but I don't think anyone can be at 10 yet, even max spending.
see what Treehouse was at. 6,000 fit, man. Oh my God.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
It's
that's why
insane.
he walked through everyone. If we're being real, that's why he walked through everyone. I mean, at that point, at that point, what can you do? Like, here, let me grab my ankles. Yeah,
Did you
there you
notice
go.
his fleet size as well?
Did it go up? It did go up, didn't it?
Did you?
Yeah. How the heck is so? There's an actual buffer fleet then. Interesting. It went from 450 to six. That's 208,000 more. I don't even want to know how many things he had to use, spins he had to use to get that. But whatever. Whatever. That's I seen someone post on Facebook that had 7,500 mid HP and like I think it was like 72 long range attack.
That's
In my
insane.
eyes, yeah, in my eyes, I was like, oh, that's definitely got to have to been fully photoshopped because there's no way. But seeing these stats, I mean, it might be possible. It might just be possible. Maybe this is just where he stopped because he was able to win with no like. That's crazy. I do like the event though. I really like the event. Um,
By the way, in my bracket, no, people didn't get ham on this. I guess that top is like 2.3 million.
oh wow.
A guy from Nation 2.
Okay, okay. See, here's a problem. If everyone in your nation doesn't attack, they just screwed you over in this event. For instance,
Yep.
Exactly.
yeah, like if these guys all attack, and let's say I'm just gonna throw if Drunken Tiger decides that he ain't gonna attack or he doesn't even log in, he just screwed all the people that spent money, or didn't so much spend money, but like they did their thing. Every single one of these guys got screwed out of it. Then I think that's what happened with our thing with the ranking before, because we're not in first. We're by far not in first. We're like 12th.
Yep.
And I know damn well we should have been on
Same
D709.
same with us. We're like 12th or 13th, and there's nations that we should have beat, but because we didn't have everyone participate, we lost.
No, that sucks. Sucks.
We're
And
in
then on it,
fifth.
you're in
We're in fifth place, but guess who's in second?
who?
255.
Who's in first?
171.
171. Okay. Okay,
But
but
the
this is it.
difference is not that much for the second, I mean.
What? Right, right. Well, what? I
It's
mean, I
like
guess.
400k difference in points.
I guess what would the rewards be? Okay, so these are awesome. These are actually really good rewards. Um, dailies, nation. These suck, but these are good rewards. Let's see how far down it goes. So right now where I'm at, we don't even be getting 600 merit, 1100 individual reputation, the 6 hour, 8 hours, and 350s. I mean, I guess that's not that bad. Um, that's not that bad actually. The merits individual ain't that bad, and this right here ain't bad at all. And for some people, well, it'd be bad if you're spending a lot of money. But if it's for free, this ain't bad. Like if you're just walking in to play it for free, that ain't bad.
Yeah,
Nation.
the free
That's it.
rewards are
That's extra.
totally worth it for the free rewards.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
And in a merit, I mean, it's 200, 100 for the top 24. That's not bad. That's free. For what, 5 minutes of your time?
Exactly.
Okay, so this is what you're talking about with the finals. So there's three more after today.
Yeah.
Okay. 10%, 9, 8. What is the whole point percentage wise? Like, why is it in the first groups there's more points worth?
Probably because they did better.
Oh, you know what? Someone in YouTube chat, Demoted, just said, I think that the nation duel is being used to test nation activity and power. Ooh, that is actually
That's
because we
yeah.
That's interesting.
remember we use not the well yeah we use the zombie daily and the Mother of Doom and
Yeah.
that stuff. Camel was using to test power and activity as well. So this might be a way to test activity. Who's actually logging in and who's not logging in, who's trying to force a merge and who's not trying to force a merge. If you catch my drift, what I'm picking up, that trying to lay down.
Yep.
Ooh.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense.
Oh, Camel, you sly dog. You sly dog. But I mean, in reality, they should know whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not stupid.
Is that really going to work any more than just
I don't
checking
think so.
activity? Because
I don't think so.
people love their farms, right? You think they're not going to play Nation Duel in their farm?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh man. So we had Nation 666 in this frenzy, and it blew balls. Like we got to attack whoever and everyone, but it sucked. That Lock Nation, it sucked doing it. Like it's like okay, this is boring.
Because it was too easy.
It was yeah, like way too easy. Way too easy.
We had one of those too. We put up 20 billion points, and it was so boring that I immediately emailed the R4s and said we need to change our priorities. I'm suggesting to them that we focus on Elite War and drop KE. It's just you're either losing to a recruit and bubble nation or you're beating a lock nation and people are spending speeds even though you're up 12 billion already. It just
Right.
makes no sense.
Well, let me ask you something, because your mentality of like maybe just dropping it altogether. If and when Camel brings in the whole cooldown for bubbles, will that change your mind? Like if now I get the whole there's going to be people they're just going to stay bubbled the entire time because they the cooldown, but there's going to be a lot more nations that will try to get that sneak attack with that one city, but now they're screwed with their troops out. Um, would that make a difference for your nation?
I don't think it would change 785 in any way because the last several nations we've fought just would not fight the top alliance. So there's literally nothing we could do. It's just completely boring. The top alliance on their side wouldn't fight us, nor would the other alliances. So, I mean, how can I hold people accountable for participating in KE when there's zero targets? Every week it's just, yeah, nobody's getting kicked out. I know you got no points. They shut it down. What are we going to do? I mean,
So
if what you're saying makes the game fun, my suggestion is to give free speeds to people, and then people will actually play. But if your suggestion makes people fight, absolutely. But why wouldn't people just recruit and bubble? Why would the thing you're talking about change that?
well, for the fighting nations, it'll make a big difference. But for those people that are already just recruiting bubble, yeah, it's going to be probably the same for them. But so I think so. We came up across this is about a year ago. Remember Groot from 737? So me and Groot during the void, me and him both made a deal just with me and him to sit both the whales sit out. So me and Groot sat out. And honestly, with us sitting out under a bubble and not participating in the entire void, both nations got very, very, they were alive. Like, they were alive like so much. Now, that's not going to happen all the time. I get it. But, and then we did it with 732 as well. Both top five players sat out, and everyone came alive then. I'm wondering if that's something that obviously if it's a friendly nation, you ain't gonna do it if you guys are enemies. But if that might be a suggestion to wake people up, because you think about this, Holbrook, you're super strong. Let's be real, you're super strong. Um, if you got a 38 in there, 39 in there, you yourself can zero him out, even at 100 million BP solo. So with that being said, he can't hide his troops. He comes to your nation. Obviously, he's going to be like, "Well, fuck this. If I get caught, and there's a good possibility he will, Harvard's going to come in and it's game over for me." And that might be why he's just staying bubbled. But if you not saying to sit out, because I mean, you like to play it, but that might be a suggestion that you do to make the other players and other alliances be like, well, fuck it. Let's if they promise they're going to sit out and they both hold their promise, they might play. They might play more than you expect. It happened in my nation and they got super crazy. It was very fun. I watched it.
We have troop limits, and so even if they implement what you're talking about, everyone in my nation except for me in Vegas can hide their troops. So it wouldn't slow us down a bit. We already have a rule: if you get caught with troops at home, you get a warning and then you get kicked.
Right.
So people already have troop limits and they already know how to hide their troops. So if people won't fight us now and we're just optimized for a new thing where you can't hide, like where you have to hide your troops, that just gives us more of an advantage, right? Even more people are not going to fight us.
You got a point there. You do got a point there. Maybe
I mean,
Camel's
so
just gonna. They might just
there is a nation
cut it
that's
out. Go ahead.
there is a nation that their whale keeps saying like, I want to get troop limits in, but people don't want to listen. I guess if one of those nations was to fight us and then one of those guys was but I mean, do you see a scenario where somebody's so protective of their troops they argue with the whole nation over the rules and they won't even listen to their whale, but then they're going to attack in KE? It sounds to me like they're going to hide. So there's just no targets, man. That event sucks.
Yeah, it used to be so fun, dude. Really used to be like, man. I wish that people played the same way they used to in the past, but people are just scared to fight. When it comes down to it, they're just scared to fight.
I also hate it double because it always seems like there's some argument. One alliance blames another alliance over, like, we won by 12 billion and people are still arguing over an accidental defense or a bad attack. And I'm flabbergasted. I'm fucking speechless. I don't understand how you can be winning by 12 billion in a terrible event that has been terrible for months and you still want to argue with people on your team or even argue with other alliances that you really want to be getting along with. It's just the event sucks. People get cranky. I just think it's all around negative, man. I hope they do more than what you're saying. I hope they do what you're saying if it helps, and I hope they do more. I'd love for that event to come back, but at this point, it's so bad that it's almost harmful, I think, to nations because you're always going to have some person that's calling everyone farmers and you guys don't know how to attack. And I was rank 11, and then you guys did that bad attack, and now I'm ranked 14, and it's all your fault, and I'm quitting the alliance. Like all of that drama for what? A garbage event that mostly sucks and means nothing after a couple of weeks. It just doesn't make sense to me, man. I don't know. I'm sure you guys don't agree. I'll hear about it, but it is what it is.
So, got this guy from YouTube chat, Reality Over Mentality, says, "Be real. You want people to fight, but there are so many rules that will cause players to be punished if you miss a bubble. Getting caught at home." And being kicked from your alliance in total being banned. Here's the thing about that rule is this that rule itself has been in gameplay since Nation One. So that's like something that came into play when the game started. Even before this game started, War and Order, Infinity Galaxy, this kind of same setup. But So when it comes to that, like if you get like in my nation, if your bubble drops like for like legitimately drops and you're sleeping, then yeah, we're gonna zero you out, and that's gonna be the end of that. You mean kicked and zeroed out, so on and so forth. If your bubble's not up before KE, you're gonna get kicked and zeroed. But if you get caught with your troops, I mean, how many people have really been kicked and burned for getting caught with some troops being inside their alliance? Now, if they're not fighting and they get caught with troops, that's a different story. Like that's a way different story. Most rules in almost every nation are so easy to follow. Like people can say there's so many rules. Guys, what do you do to prevent yourself from being killed in Strongest Commander Void? You bubble. So if you get attacked by the Strongest Commander, by the enemy, or your own nation during KE, you can't get mad. How are you gonna get mad? I would say, dude, thanks for taking my points. Thank you. But
I think people worry about their troops. People are way too precious about their pixels, and all of this stuff comes together to make that event terrible. It's not like one thing, but
yeah,
it
you're
is
right.
like, well, I got kicked out of Nation 300. I'm making up numbers, but I
Right.
got kicked out of Nation 300, and now I'm in Nation, whatever, 700. And if I drop my shield, then I'm going to be kicked and burned. And I love my troops too much, so I don't even want to play that event anymore. When people should have been taught how to play. I mean, honestly, how hard are the rules? Don't defend unless it's a trap, hide your troops, and attack in groups. Is there really anything more to the rules than that?
Not really. I
But
mean, not
people
really.
want to have people want to have too many troops, so then they cry about having to hide their troops, or they don't have a teleport, so they can't be part of the team attack. So then what could be a good attack turns into a bad attack, or those people never attack because they're afraid of losing troops. So even if they're online, they can't help you out. It's just really, and people love to defend a city too, even though that person's offline. So you're just begging to get run over. If you only defend traps and you only attack with the team, and you hide your troops, you're never going to have a problem. You're never going to get kicked and burned. And honestly, you're going to have a good time in a nation like 1038 or 896. But people aren't taught to play that way. They're taught to beg the whale to win the event and then blame each other when the whale doesn't win the event. It's a shame. It's at least
Dude,
half on the players, though.
that I've seen that happen so much. But in reality, dude, that's kind of the whale's fault. If you think about it, it's the whale's fault because for how long did he allow the nation to ride on his, on his nutsack? You know what I mean? They
Yeah, I think
expected him
that
to win, and that's kind of the whale's fault for doing it. Instead of lighting a fire underneath all the other players' asses and telling them to catch the fuck up, I'm not going to do this on my own. He just kept putting money into it, and so he can continue to win, and that's not healthy for a nation at all.
you're absolutely right on all of that. Actually, you and I fought a void way back in the day that illustrates all of this, I think, completely. So you played in Old Nations. You weren't too worried about your troops. You came and you fought and you took Void Tyrant. And we won the overall void. And we were taught by the farmers that ran the nation early on, everything's fine, just don't lose troops. So you and I are actually fighting. We're losing 0 troops because we're just defending against you. You're losing maybe like, I don't even know, not a lot, 1,500 troops or something like that. Because we're using low level troops and we're protecting our win and we don't want to lose any troops. We basically got taught to play like losers and we played like losers and we cost you a whole 10,000 troops or some ridiculously small number. And we won overall. We probably out recruited you, if I'm honest. And you fought and you have Void Tyrant. And I hear you that it's the whale's fault, but if you join a nation and somebody's like, I'm from nation 200, I know what to do. Like, you never want to lose troops. And if you can make anyone else lose troops, then we're going to be amazing nation. And, how do you know any better for a long time?
Yeah,
You only have to, like, you have to get lucky and end up in 1038 or 896. But most of these nations in the 700s, 800s, 900s, it feels like they're all run by farmers. There's another nation that actually a resource seller taught like how to play the game, if you will. And so he turned that into a farming nation also, but he was actually really good. He knew the game very well, but that doesn't mean he's going to turn you into a fighting nation. It means he knew the game really well. He could tell you what to upgrade, but he didn't teach you to be a warrior.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Did Top Man teach your nation to fight?
Top Man, for the most part, he was carrying the nation. People weren't fighting, and then when I first came in here, I started fighting, trying to tell them about team, this, that, and there was very few people that would fight. Um, dude, it sucked, and it got to the point where I straight told 736, "Look, you guys either let a fighter underneath your fucking ass, or I have no problem walking away from this city and let it sit and let you guys deal with it, because I had more than just this offered to complain, So I think the reality of that, and then I made deals to where I would sit out Void. Um, that was a reality check to them. Like I sat out and I let them fight it, and at that point they had no choice but to fight or just lose. But yeah, if you don't let a fight underneath everyone's asses, and I'm not talking about telling them to super fucking spend because no one wants to do that to any nation. But at least prepare yourself for void. Save up on your speeds, your ports, and bubbles. As a free to play player or even a very minimum spender player, that's all you need to participate. Speeds, ports, and bubbles. That's it. Use your alliance thing for the 2 hour bubbles if it's necessary from the shop. And then when you're done for the night, just hit the fucking the 1 hour, the 1 day bubble. Those gold mines. That's another thing. You see people more worried about minerals and our resources, but they won't send to the gold mines and get the actual gold to participate. That blows my mind.
I think you're right about all of it, but I think it's a lost cause, man. People either need to go down to 567 or up to 896 or down 255 or up 1038, whatever. If you want to play that event, there's still nations where you can enjoy it, but for the rest of us, it's a waste of your time.
I think the Lock Nations, I hate to say it, God, I hate saying this, but I think the Lock Nations had it pretty much on par by not fighting. I hate to say it like that, but they don't fight Void. They don't fight Frenzy. They let you just zero them out in Frenzy. They'll just bubble and Void for the most part. I think they had it right on, and they play other events. They save what they have. God, I hate saying it like that, but I mean, I think I'm right. They go hard in Polar. They go hard in EW. They go hard in all the other events other than Void and Frenzy. And boy, they're not easy to fight in any of those other events other than Void and Frenzy.
I'm having a hard time just agreeing with this in general, but you might be right.
I mean, in reality, for say Polar, maybe not your nation because you guys bring 99 people to your fucking Polar and your Elite War, but like those nations that they can only get 30 people online, you get a nation like 555 or 923, you're fighting like they're bringing 70 people there or Elite War. They're bringing numbers and lots of them too. God, I can't believe I even agreed with what they're doing, but it is what it is.
Well, it could be the opposite too. It could be that they didn't have it figured out, but Camels saw what they were doing and they were like, all right, cool. We can build around that. And then everybody else just has to come on the ride.
Yeah, could be that too.
However we got here, it's still the same, right?
Yeah. So let's talk about this the antiques. Wait, I think someone was about to say something.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think Camel's ever gonna do anything to fix the frenzy void situation because it's not an event that brings them in a ton of money anyways. Like the polar and wasteland stuff brings them in far more money and other events that have where you can spend to win with items.
Right.
So I just don't see them ever fixing it.
The only thing that can, like if you think about it, what makes Camel money in Void is people getting zeroed out. Those troops.
Yeah, but
That's
even
but
then, that might not actually be making the money because a lot of people that get zeroed out just fucking quit the game. half the time, or sellers.
You got a point there. You got a point there. Some of them do quit the game. They do. You got a very good point there.
and and then a lot of nations in Frenzy, it's if they do fight in Frenzy, once they're out of troops, nobody's healing for Frenzy. Everybody's saving their heals for the other events.
And
Katie, how did you guys get focused in the kill event from the beginning?
Um, it's just what we all like to play, I guess, and then other people joined us because we liked playing it. And I mean, we're one of the like we have good top end, but we don't have like mega well top end where people get scared to fight us too often. And we do a lot of hit like there's a lot of nations up here that they only play with their top end, so you're never going to take a winning battle off them. So it can get boring to play if you're not a nation that has top end. But there's a lot of like our top end really does not join hits unless they have to. So there's times we do lose battles or points and stuff like that because we let our other people play. So we get a lot of battles typically because of that. And a lot of times when you lose a battle, or go even, or you don't just crush them with doing top and retreat hits, you get more battles after that because they're like, oh, maybe we can win, take a battle off them and stuff. But I feel like there's a lot of nations up here where they can't get fights because it's like, oh, I'm just facing these top cities retreat hitting. I'm never gonna get any points, and it's not worth it.
You guys want to hear what I did in Frenzy today? And you guys are gonna judge the hell out of me. It was dirty as hell. It was against 666, and they wouldn't fight us. Actually, no, they just didn't have any more troops. They were all dead. So I started just burning up, max
What
burning every.
34 did you hit?
No. I'm not putting that in Barry. I'm just really quick saying it. I max burned an entire alliance's flags, and I did that for a reason. Now they gotta spend a lot of gold, or else those flags will disappear, even after Frenzy. Is that a dick move? It's dirty as hell. I know it is.
If you don't like them, I
It's
don't think it's dirty.
no, it's not even about not liking them because I don't actually don't got a problem with them. It was the fact that like they just weren't fighting. I was getting bored and pissed. I was like, all right, you want to fight me? Fine. I'm gonna cost you gold. I'm gonna cost you gold. I'm gonna max burn every one of your fucking flags, and even after Frenzy, you're gonna have to pay gold, or else those flags are gonna disappear in your hive. It's dirty. I know, but whatever. I was bored. Everyone's probably like, "Oh, we never thought about that." So yeah, you can do that in any void or frenzy, but just know you're taking that risk of people really having a bad reputation for you because you're going to cost an entire alliance a lot of money in gold trying to put the fires out and stuff like that. But it's dirty as hell. All right, we're gonna move on to the antiques. So I want to hear your guys' opinion on this because obviously I'm slow walking it here and there. I'll buy a pack here and there. I know there are a lot of people in here that are really pushing heavy on this, and so I want to hear what you guys think, like from Holbrook or people that are really going hard heavy on it.
I max bought it for the first couple of rounds, and then I realized this looks like it's going to be like 100 grand, and I'm not in a rush to throw 100 grand at the game, especially with all the other stuff going on. So I think they're extremely powerful. The more you get, the better. If you can afford it, or if you want to afford it, or whatever, go ahead and max buy it. I'm sure you'll be happy with it. But everybody should be doing it because everybody's going to get some benefit out of it. Free players should do their free ones every single day. Doesn't cost you anything to click a couple buttons, right?
Right.
Yep.
And the stats are this dude. People's stats are flying with this. They're flying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got. Go ahead, Light.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, yeah, I bought the card. I'm not getting buying daily packs. I just bought the monthly card, and it's like giving you officer envelopes daily. And I've gotten some good stuff out of that. So that's been my spend on it.
Yeah, same here.
I
I
agree.
just bought the pack. Like, I'm slow walking this. I'm not dumping a bag on it.
Yeah, it's so like I said before, I didn't even get the freaking auto kill. Oh well. So like I said before, this game was meant to be a long, uh, many years to continue to play. I've been playing for 6, 7 years. I'm sure many people here is at 3, 4, 5 years. So to push it to max right off the bat, you what's gonna happen? You're gonna get there and then you're gonna stop. I mean, obviously, Camel might drop something else new, and then you're gonna max that out to the point where you're gonna hit a wall, and people are gonna catch up. So let's say, like for instance, I'm not gonna say who, but someone that's dropped $30,000 on that Peacock. Um, People are already starting to catch up, and they're maybe spent like 5 grand now. All they had to do is wait a few more months. So yeah, those mega webs are gonna buy it instantly. They're, they got more money to know if to deal with. Um, so like let them be what they're going to do. Just try to stay away from them. Holbrook's posting some stuff right now. All right, so increase your troop attack. Oh man, melee attack 6, HP 11.4, mid range 12, long range 12.6. Man, these are freaking stats.
Those numbers are big numbers.
Those are huge
I'm used
numbers.
like I'm used to like point 0.6, 0.8.
Look,
Look at that,
defense boost
54.
54%.
It's
I'm
insane.
more.
And
I'm more looking at
and
these down here.
the previous one was for HP.
Yeah, HP 54 HP boost. That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. Increased damage to melee 5%. Oh
Hey,
my
but
And
god.
attack 40%.
look,
Like
his
attack
RSS.
boost 40%.
These
Yeah,
resources. Don't forget about those resources, Holbrook. I don't know what you're gonna do without them.
Yay, gather phase. Woo.
But look at this reduced damage taken. I mean, 4.2, 5.7, 6.2. I mean, obviously the bottom one's not too important, but 5.7, 4.2. That's insane. You remember when we on the island it would cost like 10 grand to get 5 points, 5%.
mm-hmm.
Zombies, insane. Um, Enemy melee
Those
attack
numbers are
reduction.
crazy.
This right here, enemy melee attack reduction, or maybe this isn't the stat I'm thinking about, but the one that's on the skin, the reduction for melee, that's going to turn into something really big soon, guys. So pay attention. It's going
It's
to turn into
almost a quarter more.
yeah.
Uh, How much do you think you've spent so far, Holbrook?
Oh boy, here we
I
go.
An
max
estimate.
I max bought the first drop, and maybe the second drop. I'm not sure. And then since then, I haven't bought the two most expensive packs of anything. I'm not even buying the 49.99 pack. Um, I don't know what I've spent, but let's pretend I've bought half of what's come out. Like LG's stats probably look way crazier than mine if he bought it all.
You know he
Got it.
has. He most likely has. Look at these reductions, dude. Oh my god, enemy long range attack reduction 18.9. Oh my god. Jeez, that's crazy.
Yep. And I have no sets over level 4. I don't even have every set. So
Yeah.
anybody max buying is definitely going to have a lot more than this. And I'm at level 5 or 6 on a lot of these things, and they go up to 15. So there's a lot there.
I don't even know where I'm at, honestly. All right, guys, don't laugh, but we're gonna look. Melee attack 3%, HP 3%. These are still big numbers, though. Other than my, minerals, steel, oil, and food.
Yeah, look at that HP boost.
Yeah,
22%.
22.1%. Yeah, reduced damage taken. The best stats in the game. I mean, obviously my mid range sucks, but um, this is what I care about. The 3.2. That's still and I think I max bought the first round, and I just stopped max buying it. But yeah, this is good. This is like OP, and the OP portion of it is that it's doing every stat that's on your report. It's making you all around stronger, not just like my long range, all around stronger. Kind of reminds me of that. Remember me saying about a year ago when they had that hired soldier for DLD or whatever event it was before, and those stats were all like 1800, even a melee attack, all the way across the board. I still think that is the goal, the end game stats. Not 1800, but like across the board even. Look at that. Look at Holbrook's stats right here. 25, 58 melee HP, 24, 14 long range attack, 1579 melee
This is
defense.
this is all without buffs too. I don't have president or any buffs on at all.
Yeah.
It's Antiques just shot it up.
110.1% long range. Where's the increased damage of melee? Right here. 132 point. Oh my god, dude! I'd almost be scared to send front line. Like I think the only way that when you got like two or three people, we'll just say three people that have stats that increase damage to melee, the only way that you can probably counter that is by literally having a 41 of just melee, melee 41. Send only melee troops with the really high melee HP and defense. I think that is the only way that you'd be able to counter 133.5%. That's a huge number, guys. It's much more than you guys think. Like that's insane. You guys thought the increased damage to melee at 105 was huge. This is like beyond. Oh my god. Your zombie boost 2001. Oh my god, this is stupid strong. This is like retarded strong, and forgive my language, but 847.7% enemy long range attack. Oh my god. Imagine walking in there with 2,000 long range attack and you hit him, and now your long range attack is like 1,100. Imagine, oh my god. Talk about being humbled instantly. That's crazy.
All troops block 685. That's insane.
Then you wonder why people bubble.
Yeah.
I know, I get it. I don't blame them either, but still makes the game suck.
All troop misfire resistance, 918%. That's 47.9% of the enemy troops that cannot fire when that activates. Almost half your troops is like, nope, sorry, ain't happening. Good luck. That's crazy. You're basically a sitting duck. Half your troops are a sitting duck at that point. If you don't have your counter to that, they're just sitting ducks. You guys, people notice how I'm really not focused up here. We went over this, but I'm more focused down here. This is the impressive shit right here. This is what people should be looking at. Is from here, or probably from increased damage to long range down from both sides. That's the important parts of your stats of the report. That's insane, dude. I do not want to run into your city again. Literally, don't want.
I don't. I don't think you'll fall for that trick twice.
Hell no, I wouldn't fall for that trick twice. Hell no. Hell no, I wouldn't fall. That dude. I have nothing bad to say about that. That was just. It's been over a year, almost a year, and we're still talking about it. Put it that way. That is OP.
Yeah. How's your merge looking? You guys slimming the nation down? You think you're gonna get there?
We are slimming the nation down. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get it or
Yeah.
not. I really don't know. I think
Have
that
you
we. I think we. I got in.
have you convinced people to? Sorry, go ahead, man. My bad.
Oh yeah, dude, we've definitely convinced people into not doing certain things. Like the way you're doing it, they're definitely doing it. Um, but if we look at this is in Echoes thing, so I want to give a shout out to in Echoes with this graph. So we've all determined that this year they're probably only going to be 3 mergers. So right here was at March, so around March time, there'll probably be a merger because that's when the window's open. And then here in July, and then the next one would probably be November. Versus last year where there was 4. Now people in Eccles has explained this on his video and very well detailed. I can't say anything bad about him about that either. But if you look down here, let's see the blue right here. That's GC season right there. So although it's happened in the past that where you've got to merge during GC, it's too. I don't think it's going to happen again. So GC's there, GC's there, GC's there, GC's there. Those are the windows of opportunity as long as GC or head of state is not involved. Head of state's red. So I think Eccles was dead on when he said there's only going to be 3 mergers this year. Because I think what was average like 106 days as well in between mergers. So if you got like this one and then we'll just say this one, let's say this one right here and this one right here, this starts just before GC, but the timeline between here and here is not 100 and something days. I think it's only like 50 days, and we all know Cam ain't gonna do that. So I mean, that's definitely a good thing to go by. And that was in Echoes that made that. Gotta give him a shout out on that. Definitely give him a shout out on that.
So you're telling people that haven't already cleaned their nation, they're not getting a merge until at least June if they start now.
Pretty much, yeah. If we're being real. If we're being real. And that's to say that even if they've made that the list, because the way Camo goes is they got a list, right? And they usually do a 2 merge list. And if you're on that list for 2 merges, that means like these amount of nations are going to get picked that either the first merger or the second merger. So depending when you decide to start cleaning or getting your win rate down and so on and so forth, you might not be on that list when they start it. You might have to wait to that 3rd merger or the 4th merger. So again, this is just we're going off of what you guys did, Holbrook, and what other nations that got the last merger. They followed the exact same plan that you did, and every single person that got the merger was the exact same plan, blueprint that you made. So there are many nations right now that are doing this, and I think Camo has noticed that, and I think that's why this new duel that's coming out, might be one of the reasons why they made it to better see exactly what's going on, because I think that's just a portion of it.
Yeah, it's another tool for them. That makes sense. It's another tool for you too. Anybody can look down that list and see who's fighting that maybe shouldn't be, and then go take care of that.
Absolutely. So you're thinking,
I'll be interested to see, man. I was super surprised there were so few nations that merged last time. I wonder if this time around there'll be a dozen kind of around you, hopefully including you, or if it's going to be. I mean, it was only like 2 around you last time, right?
yeah, there was actually, yeah, there was 2 around us, but the 600 nations came up to us. But in reality is with statistics shows last merger that just happened was the biggest merge that Camels ever did in the game so far. Other than like when they
Oh
first
wow.
started the game, it was the biggest. It was like 52 nations that got merged, or 60 or something around there. But it was when you count the nations out that got merger, it was the largest one that they've done. So that should be interesting. Off topic, but check out 495. We got Echo Battles. You're off topic, but check out 495. Fuck it, let's just check them out. What am I looking at 495 for? What are we looking at?
It says look at BMB. I don't know what BMB is, if that's an alliance or a player.
I'm assuming it's an alliance. 495. I gotta find there. No, that's 459. 495. 99. 97. 96. Yeah, it's a.
He says
BMB.
he says it's a player.
It's a player. All right, go to the officers. 27. Whew. Holy shit! Wait a minute. Isn't that the? Isn't that? Oh man, what is his name? I might be thinking of a different nation. Like the Japanese
Big
guy.
Bird says it's Big Bird says it's Bentel's old city.
Okay, okay, okay. That's insane. Who is that? Who's BNB? Who's BNB? 2.2. Whoever got it, they just kept carrying on to where it was. 2.7. Let's check the antiques. 239,000. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy. Holy cow. 239. That's insane.
Can you go check out Mental City in 425?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that
Since
out real
we're
quick.
mental, since we're mental watching, I'm curious if he frenzy zeroed it or if it's in a new alliance or given away or what.
It's in MOT.
Oh wow. My bad, Hokage. I wasn't thinking. We should have just asked you. So somebody playing it?
It seems so. It changed name quite a few times already, and he's been teleporting around.
Cool. Good.
He's knocking on
He had
30
quite a few.
million.
Wow.
Yeah,
This nation's insane.
a late god is not far off.
Yeah, I want to see where the antiques are. Wow. So Crypt Keeper, who is this? Who's the Crypt Keeper? He's freaking really focused on that.
Yeah, he just said in the chat he overspent. He went crazy.
Well, I mean, right now it is OP. We're being real. It is very OP right now. The If you have the money to do it, if you have the money you want to get maxed out, I would say yeah, that would be the place to get the most bang for your buck. If you're a player such as myself or other people that are not going to max spend, it's still a place to start. It's still a place to get the max point, but to max spend to get like that kind of those kind of numbers, uh, I don't know. Like I can't do that personally. I personally can't do that, but there are people that can. You can't hate them for doing it. Um, but it's still overpowered. Wait a minute. We got Polar Bear in 796 at 253. Oh my god. Is this an auction? Let's go check it out. People are going crazy with this. He's in 796.
I wonder how Mental is doing in 567
Do wonder how he's doing.
in terms of the antiques.
Well, I'm gonna give uh Polar Bear is 253, 499. So yeah, he's fucking cruising. Let's check him out. I had this guy and lost against Lap in that new event. Uh, Cortal, I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, I lost against him in that event. But he went really hard on that event. So let's check out 567.
Camel really ought to put there a box so he can type the number of the nation and jump to it.
Yeah, they need to do that. All right, so we're looking at antique. Mick is in first place, but still, oh, Mick is in 200. It just goes up, and Mental's already at
Yep.
222. I mean, they're all going ham. Where am I? Where am I in this? Like, let's see how. I know what I spent, but where am I at this? I'm only at 65. Holy God! Wow, that's crazy. Those are some crazy numbers. Crazy numbers right there. Freaking so. Oh my God. So I'm gonna be making a video and stuff, but K hit this guy, had 6 or 7 reinforcements with just melee and killed almost 6 million troops.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's insane.
yeah. Look, yeah. Look what his score was. Like, it was crazy. 2 billion, and he only recruited 50 million. Fucking guy's super strong. He really is. He's not stopping either. Fonzie's outdone Holbrick. Oh my God, look at that. I mean, that's not a bad thing, Holbrick. That's not a bad thing.
That's what you want. No, that's what I want to see. That's what I put in there. I'm glad I'm not even number one.
Yeah, like,
It's always
these
better
are,
to fight with a team.
hell yeah. When you got guys in your nation, such as your whales in your nation, if you have a player that passes you in their ranking board, don't get pissed. Be happy. Be fucking happy that someone else is matching your spend. Because if you get mad and you go back and forth, uh, he might just stop. You don't want that. Like, well, that's impressive right there, man.
I, I I didn't even notice it. I didn't even look until you guys just started looking. I knew I wasn't going to be anywhere near those max spenders, but it's a happy surprise to find I'm not even alone and not even on top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fonzie's gonna be, yeah. He came from the other nation that he merged into, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, we've been doing pretty well. We got lucky and haven't seen 255 yet this season. Okage, are you seeing them again second round?
Let me check. I'll give you an answer in a bit. I'm in the middle of Medici.
Okay, my bad.
Oh,
But yeah, we've been
No,
we've been winning Wasteland, and we're actually going to switch to start playing Elite War a little bit better too. Everything's been going great. Nothing to complain about at all.
I think that the Elite War, um, people really focused on that a lot. I do want to say, if guys, I when you guys are challenging these first place, second, the top three, I get the whole respect thing, but there are many people in this game that want to watch it. Like, if you win or lose, who fucking cares? It's Elite War. Show it, please, please, please show it. We want to watch it. Or else you're gonna sit in your car listening to
What do you
Woody's
pull up the
podcast.
Elite War ranks?
Wait, okay, let me put this up.
I
Here we
haven't
go.
seen them in a while.
All right, so 621 still in first, and you're pulling away. Sins in second, 255's in third, 425's in fourth. Ooh, 567's right behind. Well, they got a little bit of ways before they can pass 425, which I don't even know if they will. They might, but 555, they got smoked by 904. Like, when I say smoked, I mean 4 minutes smoked. Like, as long as it takes to smoke a J, they were already beat. I know that sounds messed up, but yeah. So you guys are pulling away from Sin. You guys are nearly 1,000 above them. That would be that'd be like 3 Elite Wars to catch up now. Maybe two, maybe two, maybe two. Depending who you guys, obviously if you get
Yeah, it would
if
depend on if it was. I think I saw 255 is right behind Sin. They were within 1,000 of 621 as well.
they're within a less than 100.
That could
They're
only.
they're right about 100. Wait,
If
150.
if 255 were to beat 621, it would be like 1,000 point swing.
Yeah, that'd be a huge swing. Yeah.
Because
You know
that's
what?
what it was. The first time we beat Sin, we got 500 points, and they must have lost the 500.
You know what, dude? I can't wait to some of these other nations that are down here in the 700s, 900s, 1111. I can't. It's 785. I can't wait till they get like their nation actually like built up in time. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Or 711, if for that matter. They start building up to where they catch up. I can't wait to see some of those battles. So, and let me ask you, when some of these top players, when they get beat, does it is it a real big punch in the gut, or do they take it like, okay, guys, we lost this one, we just gotta continue to push?
This is going to sound so shitty, Woody, but I never lost when I was in 621, so I don't know. I would say like we had a good. I was talking to the 219 folks as we were gearing up to challenge. Like there was respect on both sides. I can't speak for them, but I always got like a good game afterwards. You know what I mean?
Right. Hmm. Well,
Uh, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, Sin was on top for a long time, and it was, very well deserved. I'm sure that whenever you get knocked off, it stings a little.
yeah, it stings. It stings,
But
but
they were on top for years. Like I remember it was 52 before them, right?
yeah, it was 81-52.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when 219 took it, but it felt like they had been up there, at the top for a long, long time.
Look where 52 is now. They're in 27th.
We have EW with
Yeah.
them in 14 days.
14 days.
14 days.
All right.
And I make videos and post them.
Okay. So Striker is if he's still in 81, he's strong. I'm just letting you know that now. He's definitely strong.
I feel like with a lot of the ancient nations, there are some exceptions, but the middle of the road players are, strong just by the time advantage.
Yeah.
And there's a couple folks who have kept up with the new stuff, but it's the like high level spenders who just are not spending as much and haven't gone as deep into the new releases. That's where the older nations, I think, are starting to give up ground. And I think that same story will play out again as like the 700s start coming up and the 900s. And,
Yeah.
there are some folks who are really pushing hard in the younger nations.
I agree 100% with you that. 100%. And if you remember, and I hate to bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up anyways. What last year? Some of the ancient nations saying, "Oh, we're going to boycott this. We're not going to spend so on and so forth." And if you look at it now, because of that boycott, there's a lot of cities that are active. They're just not that strong anymore. Like they fell behind significantly, and that's with
Woody,
all these.
check out that graph.
Okay.
Check out the graph that I just posted. It confirms what you're saying. Um, I'm not talking necessarily about 785, but look at all the nation numbers on that graph. It's warplane strength, which we all know came out, I don't know, right after 785 started around then.
Yeah.
And you can just tell the newer nations lean way more into it.
Damn. Yeah. You're just. Yeah. This is dead on. We haven't even got
And I bet
into.
you our nations are going to suffer when it comes to antiques compared to nations that are being born now, because they'll have those from the first day.
Unless the mid nations are really pushing those antiques as well, then I can see them riding. But everyone has their days. I mean, look right here, down by 904, they 904 621. that spike right there, and then you got this spike right here from you guys, the 785. That spike, I think you guys have the highest spike in warplane equipment.
Yeah, well, I like polar, so I got 3 pretty planes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 425, that was from Legate and Mental. They got that high spike on that as well. 895, that's AOM right there from 722. You know,
So the larger the gap between the black line and the red line, Holbrook, if I'm reading it right, is that suggestive of multiple strong warplanes at the top pushing the average up?
Yes.
So if there's a bigger gap, that's more likely that that's taking place.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Iniax and I talked about this. That's why he put the green line in there too, because that's capping everyone at, I want to say at 2.2 million, but I'm not sure. Something like that. But I don't love that number from a precision perspective because I don't have a fully max plane, but he's just taking my number and capping it at 2.2. So it's kind of artificial 2.2.
right.
And also, for some events, I guess for like Elite War, having a cap makes sense because you can only send 1 plane. But for some events like Polar, having 3 planes is a massive advantage. So, but nonetheless, you see the overall trend of younger nations, and also Bird, you are correct that the farther the gap, the larger you have like a whale basically dominating a stat.
Yeah. It's interesting though, like it's interesting to see, some 900s nations, even with that green line being up at the very top.
Yeah.
He's a wizard with this data. It's just I sometimes I need a second set, like a confirmation that I'm reading it right. I love this stuff. This stuff makes me
Right.
want to download the game again so I can look at the stuff again.
736, Here comes all the
We
recruiting
talked about
ads.
I'll throw
we
2 more.
talked about this earlier too about Big Bird not being able to walk away.
Yeah,
Remember we talked about that?
We talked about it right before we came in here. You're absolutely right. There he is. He's thinking about it. The addiction is real, guys. I'm not gonna lie. The addiction is real. Oh, we got more graphs. Hold on.
Yeah,
Ooh,
just
too big.
posting them for like give Iniax some love. It's only $5 to be a Patreon member. You can contact him separately if you can't do Patreon, and he'll figure something out. He'll give you access, and there's all kinds of charts for a bunch of nations. I find it totally worth it. It's good for trends.
I wish I knew how to do all this stuff, man.
He has to do all this manually too, and it's, by the way, it's $6.50. But he has to do all this manually
Yeah.
because there's no APIs, so he has to take screenshots and feed those into AI or however he does it, and extract the data to put them in these charts. It's a lot of work.
Oh hell yeah, it is. It's a
That's
lot
definitely
of
true.
work. Titan
Yeah,
buildup.
he's. I think he's only adding nations as people recommend him because of how much work it is.
Officers right there. I'm sure there's gonna be an antique one soon.
Yeah, that would be nice.
By the
Oh,
way, Holbrook,
How?
replying to your previous question, I can't see 255 in any of the upcoming events. Thankfully, because
that
last week
means
we had it twice.
that means they
Oh, that's good.
changed
You
the
didn't get him
timing.
in polar twice.
That probably means they changed the timing.
No, no.
We had them in Polar last week.
Yeah, LG just said that's happened to you
Not
guys
this
before, and you got stuck playing them all season, and so that would have sucked.
No, in Polar, no. Not this round, at least.
That would suck.
How's your matchup?
355, 365, 114, 246, and 333.
Yeah, So you guys will get a win. Moving up the rankings.
How impactful have the antiques been? Like, is it too
Overpowered.
soon?
Dude, it's overpowered.
Overpowered.
Overpowered. It not only is it
What's
making your big stats, it's literally bringing up all your stats too. If that makes sense, like it's
like how like what's a total percentage on an attack stat that's getting added? Or is it in part the potential in the future? I guess probably people even max buying probably aren't hitting the max yet.
they haven't. I haven't seen anyone to hit level 10 yet to actually unlock the troop skin yet, which I'm sure was going to have a huge buff that comes with it as well. But yeah, there's people who are getting. I think if we look up, oh man, how far up is that one that where you were showing your stats?
I just put it at the bottom
All right,
to make it link easy.
I'm looking for it. Oh, right here.
Click where I tagged Big Bird. Click that.
Okay, so you said this is only what, level 4, level 3?
Yeah, I don't have anything above level 4 as far as the set goes. And the
Okay.
highest I have is maybe like one thing at 6. I don't have much, even at 5, to be honest.
Yeah, so he's really not pushing too hard on this. So, and he's already +6 to melee attack, 11.4 to melee HP, long range attack 12.6, and that's just one of them. Hold on, then you get the next one. Increased damage to melee, +5%, HP boost 54.7%, attack boost 40.8%. It's fucking insane, bro. Reduced damage 4.2, 5.7, 6.2. Melee defense 11.6.
So Woody, yeah, Camel came out with this at the time. So most likely, the max buyers will have 10 stars by GC finals. So you'll have the gold troops for GC finals. I think after you get to 6 star, to get the 7 star, it goes from 3 phases to 4 phases. And it would be interesting if it gets even higher after a couple, maybe like star 9 to star 10 could go from 4 phases to 5 phases.
Well, we don't
It gets
even know.
fucking
Yeah,
really expensive.
we don't even know when it comes. So when those troop skins come out, they might level those up too to level 1, 2, 3, all the way up to level 9, level 10. So I mean, this is going to be insane. Like when I say there's going to be stats that probably hit 3,000, I'm probably 100% right, or at least close to it. Look at these stats that Holbrook's at. He's not really pushing too hard on this. His melee HP is already at 2558. His attack 2414. I mean, look at this. Increased damage to melee 133.5%, and he's not even buffed either. This is insane, guys. Like it's fucking.
I think Enoch already did the numbers off of it maxing out at 15 stars or something, but I don't know. Yeah, I think players are going to be reaching close to 2,800 melee health at least.
Oh, I'm talking about this here, dude. These skins. When we get that skin unlocked, that's still got to go up to level 2. And we don't know what it's going to be. It might just bring up your stats for those too. We just don't know. No one's got to level 10 yet.
Yeah.
It'll be insane. Insane. It might even bring up these stats too. Imagine battle power 16.5. What if they add another 10?
I mean, you would think when you unlock the gold skin, it would at least what it would at least do is affect the special ability of the troop.
You would think, but after this antique, I mean, with everything that's in this antique, dude, I can't say that it's going to affect that. It might just be stats. It might be that and stats. Like no one knows until they get to level 10 throughout all of them to see exactly what's going to happen. And it's taking
Woody,
some time.
Can you show me your Titans. What's the total? Like, what's a level 45 Titan HP like?
Yeah, I can show you. HP. Damn it. You're looking at 220. Dang it. 221,096,186. That's level
Okay,
45
so
male.
I guess adding 3 million is not as much as I thought it was.
It's not significant, but I mean, for those players that are not at 45 yet, it starts to be significant for them when it comes to like team battles. So imagine like 40 people coming in with that extra 3 million. So that's, I mean, that's a lot. That's 120, or so when it's 120 million X, it's a lot. But like, yeah, as a 45, it's not a huge thing.
Yeah, I guess in part it's just the continued separation, though, right? Because
Yeah,
even not pushing a lot Holbrook, I would say you probably have spent some on that, and you're in a position where you don't have to spend on a lot of other categories as well.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's easier for me.
He's at the point now that he can literally stop spending
Your
for like,
business, my bad.
No,
so
no, it's fun. I mean, I'm happy to tell people my strategy is just go hard early so that I can knock out the early levels that are the cheapest. And then as it gets harder, it doesn't seem like I need to be in a rush. It actually feels like, I think I talked about this before.
yeah,
It feels like the gap is so huge
yeah,
that I have no interest in trying to catch LG or Ronaldo or anyone or mental. And everybody below me, I just don't have a lot of trouble fighting. So there's no reason for me to max spend. I can just max spend a couple times and then stay ahead.
I agree. I
Yeah,
think right when you hit 22 to 2300 melee HP, or in long range attack, you at that point you're really just starting to eat troops. Like you can really do some damage at that point. It's at 23, but I mean you're beyond that now. So I mean, put it this way, K's sitting at like 23, 24, about 24, I think, and he's eating 6 million troops out of like 20 reinforcements with just his melee and no titans. 6 million troops. Like he's eating this shit. I'll ask him for a report real quick because he's online. Show that. Damn it.
It's just going to get crazier too when C44 comes out.
Yeah.
Big Bird, do you even know that they dropped the price of uranium?
I think I saw something about that in ENIAC server. Was it like a couple weeks ago?
It's like they
Yeah,
gave
I think like a
double.
week ago. Yeah,
That also
yeah.
might have to do with that. And I don't even want to bring this up or give any time for it. That might have to do with that Timo thing too, of why they dropped it. Again, I don't want to bring much time up about it, but I'm sure there's more behind what we think of why they're doing that for people to catch up. Lost revenue.
Is there, at one point there was a thought that maybe they were going to introduce the higher level lab like they did with War and Order, and so upgrades past level 31, or level 30, we're gonna cost like uranium to upgrade the tech.
I think
Has
this
there been
might
any
be.
like rumors about that?
I think this might be it. The antiques, bro. Because
Oh
in
yeah.
in War and Order, they made a whole new building for it. Whole new building for it. So this might be it in the water. Because if we remember right, when Catzilla told us and was talking about it, he was saying they were increasing certain weapons for the troops. God, I don't have the screenshot from it. It's been so long ago now. I think this is the. I hate to say it, this might be the advanced technology.
Yeah. Does anyone remember, like, they dropped price of uranium a little bit in advance of C41. Does anybody remember what that timeline was?
It was like 8 months before.
Okay.
Yeah, if I
It'll be
recall
interesting
right,
to see if the predictions. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Woody.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know like we all thought it was going to come out last year. People were doing predictions about how much it would cost. But we've had a lot more time to accrue uranium than we thought. I wonder if those predictions will be accurate or if, we all were underestimating.
My personal,
I don't know. I mean,
I was gonna say my personal
you go,
opinion.
Woody.
My personal opinion about the C43 or 44 is this. Remember when Lumberg dropped that video about when C41 was going to come out by prediction of War and Order? And all of a sudden there was a huge lawsuits and like talks about lawsuits from Lumberg and Camel, and they waited a whole nother year for it because of it. I think that maybe 44 or 43 was going to drop this year, but with all the hype up about it throughout the entire game and through the VIPs and through the Facebook, they might probably pulled the plug. Okay, I was wrong. He killed almost 5 million, but with just his fucking oh my god, with just his fucking uh front line axeman, he was freaking axing away,
I'll
cutting
be
down
interested
trees.
to see. I think a lot of older nations. It had been long enough between 38 and 41 that a lot of nations, if people had organically accrued quite a bit, and so there were folks who were able to jump up quickly. I wonder how many of the ancient nations will be able to make that jump up quickly from 41 to 44. And by that I mean folks who have just been going organic, like they haven't been buying uranium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that could be another kind of sea change moment for the game, at least in Elite War, which is what I was often thinking of. As people are able to start to get C44, if the top players in some of the older nations aren't keeping up, and I don't mean the tippy top players, because those folks are probably still spending a lot to stay where they are.
Yeah.
But like your 5 to 10 cities or your 10 to 20, folks who are getting a little fatigued. It'll be interesting to see, what a new release like that, how that shifts the power in the game.
Hey, have you seen something? I have never seen this before. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
That's from the ant.
The what?
That's that like nanobot, right?
No, because you got the arm that pops up and shoots extra, but this is something that just continuously shoots. I'll replay it.
If you
Isn't
look
that
at
the
the
turret?
stats that Holbrook sent,
The
he has
turret.
like
The turret.
on the first screen, it's a nanoswarm thing.
Isn't you're talking about the nano arm?
I don't know. I don't think I have that
Yeah, I don't
thing.
know.
I don't know what it is, but someone said it was the turret. It may or may not be.
Yeah, but
But the turret comes from the antiques also. I don't have that set yet.
Yeah, I think that's the rocket turret.
really. So it's something new.
The
Yeah, it's part of the
nano,
antique
like
collection.
Diesel and I were watching replays for like a half hour earlier trying to find the nanos, and that's like 3 golden baseballs.
Nuts. 3 of these. Oh, you're talking about the actual. Yeah.
No, they show in the battle also if you have it. There's just so much going on. It's really hard. I mean, we were all looking for it, and
Okay,
it took
Woody.
a while to find.
Woody, I need you to go to Antiques.
All right,
I'll show you exactly where you can get all of that. So go to your Antiques. Okay, go to set, the middle one on the top. Okay. Scroll down or click. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, right. So go up this one. Go up. Click on one of these. One of those right there. Click on one of those. Anyone. Go to the far right. Go to set, and then go top
Oh,
left. There's a video. So the video. So there's 3 different sets that have videos to show you what you just saw. So one of them is a turret. The other one, which is this one, it has like
holy
those looks
shit.
like those vampire bats,
Yeah, the nanobots. Yeah.
and then the other one is it has a purple light under your Titans. But only 3 sets have a visual effect because I looked at all of them today, and then the other 3 don't have anything.
Well, so I misinformed us, Holbrook.
Okay, so yeah, there it is. There's that
So this
turret.
is your,
Okay, there's that turret
and
right
then
there.
I can't remember. It's one of the bottom ones that gives the boost for your Titans. That would be the other video, which it makes like a purple light or gives them like a purple glow. So look for the Titan one.
That one.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't even know that. I'll be honest, I didn't know that.
So pretty much these battles are going to be absolutely insane with graphics and everything that's happening.
That is insane. That is insane. Wow. Wow. And you got up to 12 full 15, 20%.
15 stars, which is going to be a very long journey.
Yeah, very, very long journey. I'm wondering if these the fucking troop skins are going to like counter off that, not counter, but like add more to that too. This is gonna be insane where this goes once people start unlocking these. This is gonna be insane. And I'm strong myself, guys. I'm not like weak or anything, but I'm strong. Just man, some of these guys are just freaking. Echo says another island. Oh my god. Let's not talk about island shit. Let's not talk about Nur Island. Oh, game. I do not want to talk about the new Epstein Island. Oh. Is it too soon? Too soon to talk like that? Would it be this island in the far corner? If they do decide to?
He's
No. I
he's
think he's
just
saying like the
hiding
antiques
under
are
the
like
rock.
an island.
Oh, they're okay.
Think about your movie theater, right? You keep leveling it up, and then at level 6 you get an additional something. At level 12 you get an additional something. The antiques is the same thing. Level up the set, and at later levels you get more additions. So from that perspective, it is a lot like an island.
Yeah.
And then I just think of it like islands meets officers. It's almost like it has elite recruit orders, normal recruit orders.
This is just crazy. This is crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're still going to play this for years, so eventually we're going to catch up and get it. But man, this is so crazy.
Gonna be a penitence.
Yeah. I'm wondering if this is going to, the antiques is going to change the way GC is been scheduled this season. You know what I mean? It might change the way that it's scheduled, like who do we predict to win or not, depending on who's going hard on those antiques. Because by seeing you're 133 point whatever percent of increased damage to melee, dude. Like imagine, like when you hit that center tower, and they got 20 people there. That's that's accounting every single one of those troops from melee. That's not just one person. It's like that's insane, dude. That's fucking insane. Like, especially if someone has a bad uh, reduced damage to melee attack, whatever, and the stats start to average out, and you're just fucking eating away the front line. Oh my god, dude, that's insane. I'm wondering if that's gonna come into play. Sorry, I'm
Big Bird has
sorry.
been saying for a very long time that a max city is table stakes. So I think antiques are going to play a big part in all of it. But like I assume Archie's still going to have his maxed, and 732 will still be amazing. But it might be interesting for someone like 799, where
799, yeah.
Beast and Duck probably maxed it out, but are they even trying in GC? I have no idea.
Well,
I
they're
think
in
a
it.
lot of people have. Yeah, we're playing them. I'm not saying that they're not playing. I'm saying a lot of people have a tough decision of, do I want to try to win GC or do I want to try to get a merge? And I don't have a clue what anyone's doing, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that Beast is definitely going hard. Duck's going hard on the freaking antiques. Yeah. I do like that they show the antique portion in the rankings because that gives you a general idea what their stats will be by, officers and the antiques. It gives you a general idea. Man, they're not stopping. It's crazy.
I think what's
Yeah, whoever they
interesting
merge
is,
with, be awesome.
you know, we tell people, right, you got to stay in your lane. Like, as the new stuff comes out, it doesn't mean that you should expand how much money you're spending on this game. It means that you should, you got to chart a new path forward in your existing budget. But what we're finding is there are some folks who the budget wasn't the limiting factor, it was the lack of things to buy, right?
Yeah.
So some of these max cities, they are staying in their lane. They just are, they've got another thing to max, and so we're seeing more separation because of these new spend categories. You're seeing more separation at the top than existed previously.
Yo, guys, look at this. 1111's antiques. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, they're never getting merged.
Oh my god.
Like seriously, like who do you merge them with?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Other than, let's see what their offices are. Jesus Christ.
A nation from the Timu version.
No, this is 1111.
They want to merge, and I'm
No,
just
no.
being
I
honest.
mean, if for them to get a merger, it has to be a nation from the Timu version, because otherwise, no one can catch up.
This is crazy. I could
That's
see
a
these.
deep top end.
Yeah, they are definitely top end heavy. Um, let's check and see how far their top
Yeah,
end
but
drops.
their top is crazy. Their 30 or 20 something took on 103860 in a tower. Like it's not even funny how strong their top end is.
So I know we always say numbers are everything,
But it's
and I know we
oh,
all
sorry,
say.
Woody, you go.
Okay. I know we all say numbers is everything, and a good 85% of that is true. But when you go against a nation like this, and you got an ancient nation or even an older nation that their highest is like 20 in officer power, but you got this, dude, those numbers count for nothing at that point because these guys are gonna fucking eat 20 people, 20 people up per. You know what I mean? They're just if DK um, can eat 25 to 30 people for just his officers. We're not even including the antiques or titans because we already know those are maxed already. If he's eating 25 people, this guy's eating 20 people right there off the bat. You got 40 people against two. That those 40 people can't they can't get through their front line. That's insane. I think that you guys nailed it on the dot. Back in the days where that one whale can literally walk through an entire nation. This is one of those nations that can do that. Probably with nations in the 700s right now. If I'm being real, just walk through them. I hate to say it like that, but this is insane.
You see those numbers though, like it's not just one or two or three cities. Like they've got 7 folks over 20 million. Like they've got a crew of people that's pushing up, and those folks are gonna keep people on their team motivated. It's not just one whale at the top. It's a crew of people who all seem to be pretty invested and engaged in the game. That's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Even if you're the 50th or the 60th city in that alliance, you've got a lot of people who are invested in making the whole team good and building not just with money but with tactics and strategy and getting everyone engaged. It's cool. They've got a deep bench at the top end. That's going to be really helpful, even just from a leadership perspective.
Yeah. Let me ask you, with what you're seeing from 11-11 right now, would you say they're top 10? They're top 10, right? At what BP do you think they can take down now?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm the wrong person to ask anymore.
Personally, think that they can probably take down close to 200 with just top 10. 200 million BP with just the top 10. I seriously think they can take that down. Because there's not a lot of 200 million BP that even have these kind of stats. They're sitting at like 16, 17 with 200 million BP. I've seen it. I think that I think the top 10 here will probably just can eat 200 million easily. Easily. That's scary. Like they can probably hit my city twice with the top 10 and probably burn the fuck out of me. And I'm at 353. That's scary. That is so scary. I guess that we get into the whole do your homework before void. Do your fucking homework. Don't be that person. Don't be that person where everyone says "told you so."
They're actually not even having fun in that nation anymore. No one fights them. From what Smoke was saying to us one time, nobody fights them.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
I
in
don't get. I
reality,
don't understand. Woody, I don't understand why blow millions of dollars on a fucking game, bro, and no one's fighting you. It's boring. It doesn't make sense.
well, in
You know.
reality, Void and Frenzy, yeah, they're not gonna fight, but Polar, I mean, they're not gonna be fighting the 1000s and 1200s for long. They're gonna start dropping down, seeing 255, seeing 425, and all the other events because Camel's very well aware of how strong this nation is. Like, don't think for a second they don't know. They know. They see what's being spent
Yeah.
there. So the only time they're ever going to be, they're always going to win Void, because no one fights and they just out recruit them, and so they'll be winners. But eventually, they're just not going to give a fuck about Void unless someone fights them. They're just going to focus on Polar, Elite War. I mean, I'd hate to fight these guys in Elite War. Where the hell are they in Elite War? I mean, because those fucking top 10 people, even in Elite War, could take on a lot of people.
I think they're ranked right around us. It-
My God. They're in rank 60. Hey, 11-11, leave 736 alone. I'm not showing up. I'm not supporting that spend. Fuck that. Leave us alone. We want nothing to do with you guys. But they could probably, yeah, dude, they can, just those top 10 can probably fucking take on almost all these.
I think Big Bird would agree with me on this. This game is also about timing, and some nations are ruining their nation by pushing super fast. Maybe some nations should have waited for their merge and then blow up or something like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like people are so addicted to winning and so addicted to having this power over every other nation they fight that they lose the sight of the game of having fun and knowing when to blow up. You know what I mean?
I would say after your first merger for a nation 1100s would be the time to really push hard if they were going to. But like nations like mine and 736, to really push, we should have waited till after the second merger.
Correct.
And
Absolutely agree.
779, you guys just need to stop fucking trying to fucking push anything right now. you just need to just merc your whole nation because you haven't got a single
Everyone
merge
thinks
yet.
about now. They're not thinking about the future. They're not thinking about the future. What do they want now? Everything's now, now. I want now. I want to win now. I want to be the best now. Not realizing, like you always say, this is a longevity game. It's not a right fucking now thing.
No, it's not. Well, remember back what a year ago when all those 1,200 nations were complaining, saying we need a merger. We're 3 months old. We killed our nation. We need a merger. We can't do anything. Well, yeah, you didn't even give your nation a chance. You listened to that one guy that got kicked out of the 300 nations. You listened to him, and he wanted to promote civil war, and now you ain't got shit. No, you don't need a merger. You need to work on what you have right now, and try to push what you got. Not those early nation mergers, guys. I'm gonna be real with you. They're like one of the worst mergers. Um, Not early nation. I take that back. Early timeline for a nation. Those are the worst mergers that you can get. I'm telling you now, they're the worst mergers ever. Like they suck. You want to
I,
be one of those
I,
last ones.
I see it happening in the 900s. There's 900 nations crying for their second merger when they don't need it because they're chasing a goal that I'm not saying isn't realistic for them, but like, why should a 900 nation be in the top 10 elite? Or explain to me where that benefits your nation when you're pushing that fast. You haven't even got your second merger. All the nations in the top 10 had three, four, two mergers at least, right?
Yeah.
But they're just so stuck on that goal, not realizing that they're hurting their nation. And then, like you said, so they're burning their nation. I was like, bro, I talked to a couple of these guys, and I told them, you just got your fucking first merge, bro. You burn your nation, you're ruining your nation. They're like, oh, don't tell me what to do. I'm like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm giving you advice. You need to organically get there, not force it, because it never works when you force it.
Well,
So
it,
your
it,
nation is an example. You're
it,
organically ready. Now you can force it because you literally fucking need it now, right?
779 is not ready. Like I hate to say it, they're
779 is not ready because Ducky
They
and Beast?
they need no you're thinking of cash, but they need a merger, but they're not willing to stop logging into farms. They're not willing to decrease the troop amount. They're not willing to T4 farmer troops. They're not willing to do that because they're afraid to hurt people's feelings there, and that's a big problem. There has to be a point where you got to rip the goddamn band-aid off and just do what you got to do to get what you got to get. Like, for instance, like, why would let me find their hive. I gotta find and then seven
I
seven nine.
mean,
I'm
they're like
sorry, I'm
what?
talking like this,
They're
but
like they're the only nation in the whole game that has this problem right now. So I mean, I don't try. I wouldn't relate what I'm talking about to these guys. Whatever
yeah,
they fucked up is
yeah.
what it is.
Like, look at it. They're still logging into their farms. They're still sending farms out. Like, why are you doing this? Why? You haven't even got your first merger. Why are you even logging into your farms? Why do you even need them? That's I think we've talked about it so many times that they just stopped talking about it in like live chats and stuff. They just probably accepted that we're just going to be a farm nation. Um, I hate to say it like that because it sucks because Cash is such a good guy, but man, it's not even Cash running it anymore. But yeah, they're still logging in the farms. They're still freaking farms for fucking miles.
What do you think you told us a long time ago? And I took this to heart. I remember you said something about, should I use Elite War for an example? I guess we can use Elite War. If you are ranked so high where one of your top cities or like two of your strong players don't show up and you get your butt whooped, you're ranked too high. And
Yep,
I'm seeing that.
yep.
Like, and then, oh, we need a second driver for this city or a third driver. So it's always there. And it's like, no, you don't realize that you're not where you should be, like legitimately off of one or two cities. And that's a sign that some of the smart nations will realize, and some of the smart ones are not realizing.
Well, so yeah, I would definitely say that. Like even in my nation, I straight tell my people that look, if me, let's say me and Kay sat out, or I sat out, if that matter, can you guys still win Elite War? And if the answer is no, and it's consistently no, for instance, we'll go back into my reports. Remember when I left the Alliance? This is right when I left the Alliance for that 1 month. So that was the answer right there. And then the second I came back, I mean, there's a big, huge difference right there. So if I can't, if I show up, if I don't show up, can you still win? And Kay was in all of these guys, and these are super strong. We're too far up that ladder. Like, regardless, you should be showing up anyways. But you can't rely, especially in Elite War, for just your whales to speed around and stop people. I mean, I mean, sure, if you want, those quick wins and watch your whale go to a different nation, that's all, cool, but you don't want that to happen. Like, and that's kind of like a thing that I think. Matter of fact, I think it was Big Bird that said once before. Um, the way you should, the way you should be looking at Elite War is even if all your whales show up, how do you judge to make it not so expensive for your whales? So if you can make if you can have an elite war and they're not going through $500 per elite war, your whales, to get a win, that's where you should be. But if they're dropping $500 to $1,000 just to get a win, and everyone else isn't, you're way too high up that ladder. You need to get back down. You need to get back to reality. Stop smoking that space weed. Let's be real.
I agree. I had to learn that the hard way, and I had to preach to my alliance about that. And I'm glad that we decided to take a step back in events because we want to be around for years. We don't want to just try to make noise now and then burn ourselves out and be, oh, what happened to that nation? Well, they fucking went too hard in the beginning or whatever, and now they're burnt out.
Well, look at this right here. Remember what a week or two ago I told everyone we had like 6 or 7 fucking things. I told my alliance stop requesting Elite War. You're fucking killing me, and they did it again. I mean, with 333, they did it again. So what have I done? I have not showed up. Why am I going to? I have literally burnt through so much golden speeds in the past Elite Wars that I can't even participate in Frenzy, Polar, because of this. Because of this. Because of Elite War. I can't participate. I haven't got
Are
shit.
they
I haven't got nothing else. My
are they
bag is fucking empty.
are they pushing for merit or something? That's why they're just trying to get that free merit.
They're trying to get the fucking move up the rankings. Like, why would you want to move up the rankings? Like, we can barely win as where we're at. Why would you want to move up the rankings? Like, no. Why?
I would continue to
I'm
go
just not.
down the ranking. Not
Yeah. I'm just not showing up. I mean, if they win without me there, so be it. But I'm not. No, I'm good. I'm not gonna show up to something. And look at this, dude. Look. I got 18,000 gold right now. I've
ouch.
never had 18,000 gold that low. Zero. Okay, now I got one port. 150 in 725s. What? What? Why? Why is this like that? Why can't
And
I not participate?
you don't know how to control yourself either. You're admitting that as a player, right?
Oh, absolutely. But by having back to back, back to back to back to back elite wars the way they did it, I mean, look at the timelines. You got like the first, the second, like 2 elite wars back to back. 25th, the 26th, another 18th, 19th, like 11th,
Yeah.
12th. Bet I'm game over. Like you just burnt my bag. You burnt my bag. Now I can't participate in Polar. I can't participate in Wasteland. I can't participate in freaking Void, Frenzy, because you burnt your whale's bag out. And guess what? I'm not spending that extra to participate because you all want to make that decision. Not happening. Not happening. Not fucking happening. And that's that people that are watching. That is the realism of what you do when you push your whale too far. He's gonna sit the fuck out until other people start stepping up. I've even told Wheezy here because he's playing in my alliance. I've said it in my alliance. What the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you doing this? I'm not showing up. Ain't happening. Not happening. And of course, Viber, everyone, we need you now. Nah, he burns himself at the front and the back. No, no. Now you can suffer through it. You can burn through your speeds. Because I've already burnt through mine. And that's the way the cookie crumble.
Yeah, I would. I mean, the best advice I could give you is, I mean, you know me. I was a big spender. I was a big fucking guy. I literally slow walk in events from time to time. Like I just walk with the crew, and I get if you're that kind of player that you can't do that, then your best chance is just not to show up because you don't know
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
to not fucking and I
You're right.
respect that.
You're right. I am that kind of player. I am that kind of player that I don't know slow. And matter of fact, Hitman from Nation 700 says it right in the YouTube chat too. Go back and watch yourself play, Woody. Watch how often you speed. I don't know I don't know
Mhm.
slow. I don't know slow. Like besides, if you think about it, in Elite War, there is no, especially in the top 100. There's no slow. The only people slow is walking down the middle. What about the people that are trying to flank you from the top and the bottom? Are those slow walkers going
But
to stop them?
you know what
Yeah.
the biggest problem here is? Is you record this in YouTube and other people like me learn from you. So now there's not just one guy that can't stop speeding, there's two of them or more.
Yeah, dude, it's true. It's true. It's true. It is so true. I play in
I
904 as
can't
well.
stop myself.
Dude, it's hard, right? Like you try to slow
Yeah,
walk, you're like,
no,
oh
it's
my god,
impossible.
like when you try to slow walk, it's like, oh my god, I'm pulling my hair out. Just fucking hurry up and get there.
Yep.
The worst is Iron Blood. Chaos Land kind of hurt me.
I I play like that, and to be honest, it's your fault, Woody. I
Yeah,
learned it from you,
blame
from
Woody.
watching you.
Blame Woody. Blame Woody. It's all right. I'm used to it. I'll be honest, this frenzy was probably the first frenzy I slow walked everything. And it was hard as hell.
Woody, let's just thank God you have a lot of troops because healing in Elite War is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I think
I
I might heal twice in Elite War. And that's when the cannons and the tanks finally give out and I have no more and I'm going through shredders and during the last 5 minutes is when I start to heal. Last 10 to 5 minutes when it's really important to be able to kill troops and that's when I'll start healing. Other than that, I got fuck. How many how many shredders I have? These shredders I have, guys, I got like a lot of shredders. Um,
mean,
I
retreating
got
out of
full.
battles, you know your crews will help save you troops. Being in your group battles that you win will help save you troops. There is ways to not
There
run
there
out of
are
troops
there
fast.
are
You
ways. There
know,
are ways. There are ways. There are ways. I got 433,000 shredders, guys. That's like 4 million.
yeah, it's a lot of shredders, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot. EMPs, although EMPs, as a 41, um, they kind of they're squishy. They're still strong though. I don't understand it. They are still strong. They're not as strong as the cannons, but they're still strong as a 41. Like on the second fleet when you ran out of your cannons before you heal them, those I'll tell you what, those EMPs still fuck. They still mess around. They'll still eat some people up. People ask me, why do you have so much space? Like why do you have almost 7 million front, 4 million mid, and then 10.1 in the back? Because if I get hit, this is going to be really hard to beat. Usually, you'll see people have 3 million in the front, 20 million in the back, 1 million in mid range. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that at all. You want to be able to take a hit. You got to have a lot in the front, back, and mid. You got to even them out, guys. Even them out. Fuck! I just gave them there. Now watch. People are gonna do that now. You're welcome. You're welcome. Blame Woody once again. But I think the next topic we have is DLD, and then we'll be done because we're already 2 hours in. And people want to go to sleep. Um, DOD 741. Don't give a damn about this. I don't care about it. But yeah, DOD guys, if you get this right here, this is good to help your Titan, help your badges. Ooh, you can even get the freaking lion. That's not bad. Let's see what Hulk is cooking.
Don't forget I'm mid
Yeah,
range.
you're mid range. 38.
Yeah,
Still,
just unlocked my last T12s.
still going to have a million in the back. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're evening it out. You're at 3 million, so I see what you're doing. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Still don't get hit. Don't get hit. Not by a 41 at least.
Uh, yeah,
41
I
now.
learned that this frenzy.
What happened? Now I want to. Now you got to tell us. Now you got to tell us what happened.
I went to defend or attack in this case a tower with all the other guys, and I got hit
They
while
caught
my
you.
troops were up. Yes,
Ooh.
I was stupid enough, and like I was in the middle of something, and I saw the thing in the alliance, people saying, "Oh, let's go take this tower," and to be honest, I didn't even hide troops. I just went. So
I've been there,
my
dude.
bad.
I've been there. I've been there. I've been there.
I know.
When I played in
That's why
373.
before, when you guys were saying, "Oh, if you don't hide troops and you get hit, you get kicked out of the alliance," I was like, "Okay, let me keep quiet,"
Now you guys have
because
already
I
had.
just did that.
See, you guys are at your second merger already, so there might be slim chance that you get a third merger. So at this point, after your second merger, keep what you have. It's those people that drop bubbles because they put a 2 hour bubble on versus a 1 day bubble. Those are the people that should be kicked and burned. Um, obviously, if they're very active at all times, this just happened to make that one mistake, then let them be. Trust me, he learned his lesson when he came in and found 0 troops left. He's already learned that lesson. But if it's a repeat pattern, yeah, it's time to go. But I mean, second merger, you're at the point where you got to keep what you have
To be,
and just try to make it work.
to be honest, sometimes I do these mistakes, but thankfully it's always during frenzy because I'm more relaxed during frenzy. Like, nah, I'm not gonna lose anything, so it's
You're
fine.
the guy.
Uh,
You're the guy. You're the
but
guy.
I never got caught. Actually, not never, but uh, um, for a very, very long time, I haven't
Right.
been caught in void.
In
I'm always
reality,
extremely careful during void.
in reality, brother, I'll tell you one thing: everyone eventually gets caught. In reality, look
I
at
was
that.
caught before, but not in a very long time.
Right,
I think I learned my lesson.
you learned your lesson. There you go. Look at Ronaldo. I forget who said it or what nation did it. Last frenzy, he got his city zeroed out. From what I heard, I didn't get to see the report, but from what I heard, his shit,
Jesus.
whoever enemy he was at, and he's got 850 million BP, it was zeroed out during the frenzy. That's insane. Like the caliber of strength that he's at, and he gets fucking burned. Imagine if that was void. Oh my god, I don't even want to think about that. He would
Yep.
definitely be able to recruit when C44 drops at that point. We have any
That would
word?
be a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard pill to swallow. We have any word from Steve the Newsman? I haven't seen him in a while or heard from him in a while. Just want to see if he's doing okay.
I haven't heard from him in a while as well.
Yeah. Well, I hope he's doing okay. We got Echo of Battle. He's from 564. Maybe he can. He's being pretty silent. Maybe reach out to him. Just tell him I said hi. See how he was doing. If you have a chance. If you have a chance, of course. DOD again. Is there really any strategy? I mean, obviously there is, but when it comes to DOD, I mean, these antiques are going to be huge. Like this will be one of those events that the antiques come in pretty huge into play. If you guys like DOD or Triangle War, me personally, I'm not a DOD or Triangle War kind of person. If that makes sense, to me, it's like I'm not going to spend money on a gold bubble or a gold prism um, if it's not going to make me stronger in the long run. You know what I mean? To me, it's like okay, I could have put that $100 in the new antique and gotten 10% stronger overall. So why would I want to do that? That's the way I think. But if you do have, for say, let's say K decided to drop, put a gold bubble on my city and everyone else's city, and he decides to freaking give me a gold prism to attack because he wants to win, I'll be damned. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna fucking attack at that point because at that point it's at his expense, not mine. You know what I mean? But figuring out if that's
Yep.
the kind of nation you are, if that's the kind of alliance that you are, that you don't care about that spend, and everyone doesn't care about the spend, then who cares about it? But if you're an alliance that has that mega whale that wants to spend on it and he's willing to make sure you win, then log on, do your thing. Um, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. But good old DLDs. We have any more? We have any
For what
questions?
I've seen,
Go ahead, Hokage.
for what I've seen in 425, we don't push per se in DoD. It's more like, okay, just get your attacks in, go as far as you can. We communicate where the big whales are, and then yeah, we have someone like Lead God that basically takes care of the big whales. So we can move forward, and it's almost that until the end.
Holy shit! Look at this attack. This is from Frenzy. 711 versus 622. 60 people versus 15. Holy cow! No, if this would have been void, this would not have been good. But being it was Frenzy, this is significant. Another hit,
Wait,
53 versus 18 in 711. Who the hell is
guys
622?
defending kill more, even
Yeah,
on the other attack.
right. But in points wise, because it's Frenzy, this was beneficial for 711 to do.
Yeah, they
If it
won.
had, yeah, if it had been void,
Yes.
it'd been that would hurt, especially this first one. That would hurt badly.
12
Yeah, I think
million
there's going to be
kills.
I believe Lady Fox is going to be getting a video on this too. I want to see what their score was. 21 to 7 point. Wow. Wow.
Jeez.
Angel of Death 3.8 mil. Cowboy 2 billion. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Almost 4 billion.
Almost 4
Jesus.
billion. Oh my god. I cannot wait to see this video. I cannot wait to see it when she drops it. I'll put it in the everyone button for the announcements. So, because that's insane. I can't wait to see it. There has been some good fights there. A lot of good fights. 910-1 against 904. Wow. 796 against 905. 905 beat him. That's insane too. To think that because of Polar Bear. 822. All right, we're not going through it. We're not going through all this, guys. We're not spending 5 more hours on. Nope. We are not doing that. See, you see what happened. You see what happened. Now everyone's doing it. Nope, not happening. Not happening. I do want to see this one. I do want to see this one. 385. They beat 379. That's all I wanted to see. That's all I wanted to see. We have any more questions, real quick, before we end this? I think that's about it. Everyone wants to know, when am I doing head of state? Ay, ay, ay. Probably within the next couple of days I'll do it. But you guys gotta give me a break. I go
I
back to
have a
work tomorrow.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Last week people were talking, and there were two big topics. One was mental moving to 567, and the other one was like left in the air that big changes were coming in terms of players in the game. Do you know anything about it?
I don't know anything about the
Any
big
type of
player.
hint of what it could be?
I don't know anything about the big players change wise in the game. Um, I do know that mental did go to 567. Um, I don't know why. It's honestly none of my business. Probably no one else's business either. Uh, as for big changes in the game, I do know that there are some big changes coming in the game this year. This month, I'm not sure. I think this month's big change already came with this drop of the antiques. I think that was the big change in the game right there, which is a huge change, gameplay. But I don't know what you're leaning towards, like players moving to different nations, or
That was what I got from the hint. Like the person who dropped the hint, that was Holbrook, wasn't very clear either. So I have no idea if it is a change. Like, since we were talking about mental moving, he said that there were upcoming game changing things for the game. And since we were talking about players, like, I assume he's talking about the same thing.
well,
So
so yeah, there are going to be some big game changes this year. Um, Couple things that cool down for the bubble. I don't know when, but it is coming this year sometime. That was one of the game changing things that's going to come, and I'm able to talk about it because it's being tested in a different game that Camo has started to play, and they've already told me that they will be coming. That I can talk about it. So, and I think I've talked about it many times. As for there's going to, from what I understood, and I could be wrong, but from what I understood, there might be some events that come into this game to where you got two nations or two different alliances work together in a team in the same command. So it'd be in the same chat. You work together against two other nations or two other alliances in a certain event or a new event, so on and so forth. Which so that will be pretty game changing as well. If you got to team up against another nation. That'd be pretty badass. When that's coming, or if it's 100%, I don't even know if that one's being tested yet right now. So, but that was just some ideas that I
that's
was able to do.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that would be actually be pretty awesome. What if you get like a 219 teamed up with, we'll just say my nation 736? We're teamed up as one, and well, if we don't show up because of the timeline, we lose then. So it'd be kind of counterproductive time wise to having to figure some stuff out. I mean, and is it possible? I know we always talk about the ancient nations being sprinkled in through the entire game, but that's been talked about for a year now. I don't personally think these ancient nations are going to have another merger ever. But what I can see Camel doing to justify it is closing maybe the first two, maybe three globes down and sprinkling all the players because there's so little nations out there, little left of nations out there, and just sprinkle them in throughout the entire game. I can see Camel doing that. That
Can you
hasn't talked.
imagine? Can you imagine an event where it's like two nations collaborating with each other against the two other nations? And can you since we had something similar, -1 of those alliances in Polar, can you imagine that event being, for example, 785 and 657 versus 255 and 425?
That would be crazy. That would be
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Oh my
Yep.
god, that would be so crazy. I would love that. That would be something like though. I think that if they did that, that would be like the new GC kind of thing. That would be something that
Or
people would have
like,
to save their bags for.
or like 785 and 657 versus 1111 and 904.
Oh yeah, I just don't know how they're gonna set that up. And the reason I'm saying it is because we can't even trust the players to talk in GC without getting that ripped away from us. We can't even trust those players to do that. Like, man the fuck up. Be an adult.
Yeah.
I noticed in a new nation. Uh, I think I'm gonna switch and show you. I noticed that there's some stuff going on. I forget. I think it's 1400 Nation 1400 or maybe 1300. We'll check. But some stuff that's going on up there that I think that they need to literally do something about because it's pretty bad. I think it is 1400. They got a lot of racist shit going on up there. A lot of neo-Nazi shit going on up here, and like it's crazy. This might be the right. This might not be the right nation. Matter of fact, I might have even deleted and blocked. I guess we'll look in the rankings. But yeah, I see they got swastikas on there, and they got a whole entire everything talking about that stuff. It's like, yo, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, like I don't. Maybe it isn't 1400. Maybe it's not. But it's in one of the newer nations. It kind of like blew my mind that they. Why isn't anyone literally burning this guy, blocking him, reporting him, whatever he's got to do to get him out of that nation? Like it was crazy. And he was in the top two alliances too. It's not like he was in the It was in the top two. Like I was blown. I don't think it's 1400, but I was blown away by seeing the shit. Like, what are you guys doing? That would have been one of my enemies for life. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? You're gonna ruin it for,
That is crazy.
dude. It happens. People are fucking stupid. People are
I
stupid.
know. I've been in 3 nations so far, and yeah, I made a decision early on, and it has been working well for me, which is I don't go on Nation Chat, I don't go on Starlink Chat. Like the only chat I use is the Alliance chat. That's it.
But it should be, honestly. Now you got me looking for this again.
I, I've seen so many of those stupid things from racist people to complete idiots, and
Yeah,
no.
it's yeah, it is
Someone
crazy.
is calling.
Yeah, someone's calling me right now, but I'm busy. I'm still streaming, but that is crazy though. We have any more questions? No. Okay. Well,
No.
let me switch back to my
So
thing real quick, and we will.
conclusion, we conclude that Einstein was right. There's only two things infinite in this world, the universe and human stupidity, and he's not sure about the first.
Honestly, I've always said that there's two things you can count on in life, and that is death and taxes. That are two things that are promised in life. I know that sounds messed up, right?
You can add another thing to that then. Stupid people.
Stupid people. Yes, there are definitely a lot of stupid people out there. Definitely a lot of them. I think Retaps wants to say something real quick before we end this.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
why
there he is.
why did Mental leave?
I don't know. That I think that's between
I don't know.
mental.
Is it just private?
I honestly don't know. Like he won't tell. I think that's between him and whoever of why he left. I mean, a lot of people want to know it, but I mean that's completely between mental and
It's his business. I noticed he left. I sent him a message, but I'm not gonna try and ask why he left. Is his decision. He didn't want to talk about it, so I understand. So I'm not gonna be the one asking.
I mean,
Hmm.
if you want to reach out to him and ask, that's on you. But like, I'm friends with all.
That's just
I'm friends with all of them. I don't want to be the person to end a friendship because I
yeah,
was
that's maybe not your
curiosity.
story. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it. I get it.
the
I
whole
get it. It just blows my mind because it's a pillar, you know? It's a pillar of the community. So it had to be, I don't know. I just he's in 567 now. Is that where he's at?
yeah, he's in five six
Yes.
seven now. I just go by the rule of
Okay. Okay.
curiosity killed the cat, and I don't want to be that cat because I got one life, not nine.
Well, like if you commit to the community, you know, if you commit to the community, then you kind of want to know people and why they do what they do because you never know when they're going to be near you or with you or about you or for you or against you. So it's kind of just good to know that he's in a good place. I really like him. He's really a good guy.
Yeah, Mental's
So
a
I,
very
I'm
good
I'm
guy.
just hoping that he's in a good place.
He's. I mean, if he wasn't, I think the bigger question that needs to be asked, and it's something that um, is being that he has moved to 567, what's going to happen to the 425 city? I think that's the bigger question that needs to be asked, not what happened, what made him leave, is what's going to happen to
Right.
that city. Um, in my Although he's my friend, he hasn't said anything to me. I think it's very important as because we've seen in the past like the whole Vegas cities and stuff like that happen, or the boss city where it just disappear off the map. I would hate for that to happen to 425. Um, no matter what kind of thing might have happened. I don't know what's going to go on. That's something that no, I think the entire game would hate to see that kind of thing. But I think that Mental wouldn't do that. I think that he'd probably talk to someone and figure out that portion.
The city in 425 is still fairly active every day. There's still some spending happening, not as much as before, but there's still some spending happening in that account. So it's not like it's abandoned or
Right.
completely dead. It's still participating in events, it's still playing. Like there's no, it
That's
wasn't abandoned. So
that's
it's
good
a
to know.
question of like he needs to decide what he wants to do. If he wants to have someone drive it and he focus on 567, or if he's gonna play both nations, I have no idea.
And we and that's going to
But
be
he's not in GFK though, right? He went to another alliance.
yeah. He went to a different
Come
alliance.
again?
He asked if he went to a different alliance. And yeah, he went to a different alliance.
Yes, he's in MOT.
Maybe he's taking a break.
Yeah,
I don't know. This is all something that if
yeah,
you want to
relaxing.
know, what's that?
Yeah, it's yeah. I think I see your point. I think I get it. I think there's a story there, we're live on a stream, you know. So I get it. I get it. I understand. I just I just was curious because they were like the duo, you know, like maxed out long range, maxed out mid range. You know, the concept was really cool. I was waiting for like Flex Nuts to come out of retirement and go get a 425 melee city, you know?
I don't think Flexnux would ever do that again. He, as a matter of fact, he's already said that he would, even if he had to start over, he would never go melee again. He's just tied in it for too far. But yeah, I mean, if you want to contact Mental and he tells you that, I mean, that's on you. But like in my eyes, it's none of my business. Got sneeze. That was a bad sneeze too. I'm happy I
Well,
hit the mute button.
he didn't leave the community, so that was the big thing. You know, like using 567 doing his thing. So that makes sense. I'm happy
He's still
that
playing.
he's there.
For all you know, he might be still playing in 425. You know, maybe. You know, like we really don't know what's going on. But what we do know is that he is in 567 and he is playing there. And that's as
The
much as
only
I know.
reason why I asked is because I think this is like the first podcast that I've been on in like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I haven't been on any of these. So I just heard through the grapevine that happened. So I just didn't know if it was okay to ask or not. So okay. Thanks for your podcast. I
Hey,
appreciate you.
no problem. I just think it's a little too early right now to talk about it. When they want to talk about it, they'll come in and they'll talk about it. You know that. I just think right now is not the time. Wow, we were getting our asses kicked over here in the duel by 588 Lock Nation. Is that a Lock Nation actually? 588? Am I wrong? I'm probably wrong.
Still early in the day.
Yeah, most of my alliance are on the other side of the pond, so they'll definitely be logging in and doing their
As,
thing.
as long as they get their attacks in.
Yeah, it's a Lock Nation. They'll get it. They'll get it. I think we've had a lot to talk about. I'm going to